Turki Al-Sheikh, he made an interesting statement. Turki Al-Sheikh says he didn't want to see any more type of Tom and Jerry boxing matches. He says no pussies and no rats. No pussies and no rats. And I'm thinking, who is he talking about? Listen to what Turki Al-Sheikh says. Turki Al-Sheikh says, look, he doesn't want to see a Tom and Jerry type of fight. A Tom and Jerry type of fight where one fighter is running around the ring and the other's chasing him. And then I've seen probably all throughout today, a thousand posts of pissed off Devin Haney fans. I know Solidus T is somewhere in absolute hell right now. This don't make any sense. A Tom and Jerry show. No bees, no rats. I want to welcome Park Street, Solidus T. And Solidus, I know you were in absolute hell when you saw that. No pussies, no rats. What did you think about what Turki Al-Sheikh says, Solidus?
Hey, give me like 10 minutes and I'll be right back.
You good, Solidus. You good, man. What's up, Park Street? Oh, man. Fight Sports, what's good, my brother?
Good morning, my brother from New Zealand. Very interesting. I don't know how this is going to go because we all know that these officials are very consistent at being inconsistent. Like they can't even agree on when's the right time to take a point away for things like rabbit punching and excessive clinching. Let's not forget that. So again, very skeptical at first because I know the sport, but this is the right thing to do. And I'm just going to mention the one time that I've actually seen this work. It's actually, believe it or not, in Pride, which was a MMA organization in Japan, which had no regulation, which is ultimately why it was shut down. These guys, they were actually very good at taking points away from fighters for things like timidity and running away and stuff like that. The UFC couldn't get it right when you had guys literally sprinting around like Usain Bolt. So that's just one example I can think of. They haven't done enough of it in MMA. I mean, in boxing, excuse me. I mean, like different example, but it took 5 rounds to disqualify Henry Akinwande for holding on like an octopus against Lennox Lewis. So we'll see how this goes. But I really like Turki is talking about it, and all the fans should be really happy about this.
And here's the thing that people are missing. This is what they're missing. A lot of people are saying, Turki's attacking black fighters. Turki's not attacking black fighters. He's not talking to you if you're not the type of fighter that runs like a bitch in the ring. He's not talking to you. Turki is not talking to a guy that's willing to fight. And then another thing is people are mixing up running from the sweet science of boxing. Two different things. The sweet science of boxing is basically a guy that can fight off the back foot, that can move, that can avoid punches while being active, throwing shots, and making action happen in the ring. Completely different from a guy who's literally running to survive for 12 rounds. That's not boxing. Devin Haney clinching every time somebody looks at him and then running the rest of the round and throwing a pity-pat jab. That's not boxing. I'm sorry, that's not boxing. Devin Haney's not a boxer. He's a bitch. I'm sorry. Now, can Devin Haney earn me back as a fan? Absolutely. Can he earn a lot of people back as a fan? Absolutely. Devin Haney could earn a lot of people back as fans, but Devin Haney has to go in there, strap on his nuts, and fight like a man. Stop fighting like a bitch. I get you got PTSD from Ryan. You took him to court. Devin Haney's best fight was in the courtroom. That was his best fight. That was his best fight.
It's true.
That's his best fight. Tank Davis' best fight was against his baby mama. We know these guys' best fight.
Ooh.
So all we're asking for is give us what we pay for. That's it. That's it. William Scull fucked up his bag. You know why? Because William Scull could have got knocked out, then he could have got put on another Riyadh season card. But he didn't want to get knocked out. He wanted to fight to survive like a bitch. Devin Haney could have probably stopped to watch Jose Ramirez. Maybe. But you know what? Because he's not a man, that he couldn't go in there and fight like one. He fought like a bitch. And I don't want to pay for this shit no more. And Turki Al-Sheikh is not against black fighters. He's not against the sweet science. He's not against hit and not get hit. He's against running coward ass bitches. That's who Turki Al-Sheikh's against. And I 100% support that message, because I'm going to tell you right now, Devin Haney's fought like a bitch. William Scull has fought like a bitch. Shakur Stevenson has fought like a bitch before. Not recently, not in his last fight. He fought better. But before, he's fought like a bitch. And Bud Crawford, him and his team were talking like fighting like a bitch. So I don't want to see any more of this bitch shit in boxing anymore. Fight like a fucking man. Fight. Look at Usyk. Look at Usyk. That man has excellent defense, hit and not get hit, and he don't run from no smoke. This is what I'm talking about. Usyk's the perfect example of what a true skilled fighter looks like. Not Devin Haney. That's the problem. Anybody's out here celebrating Devin Haney, if you're offended for Devin Haney, use a bitch. I'm sorry. The Devin Haney cult has lost their fucking mind. I'm sorry. They've lost their fucking mind. I'm going to let everybody talk. Shout out to Mars Boxeo. He says Devin Haney is going to sue Turki for this tweet. So Devin Haney wants to go back to court. That man loved the court. All his best fights are in court. That's it. That's it. Like the bitch he is, I'm sure he would love to do that. And here's the thing, Turki, if you're listening, anybody at the ring, do not let that pussy back on the show until he earns it. Until he fucking earns it and straps on his nuts. Because I guarantee you, every single time you see that bitch on a fight, he's going to run like he got PTSD.
We need a knockout on a non-pay-per-view.
And nobody's ducking Devin Haney. Stop with that bullshit ass narrative. And nobody ducking Devin Haney.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit,
true.
Jay.
For real.
Oh,
Talk
Jay,
that
what's
shit,
up?
Jay.
What's up, man? I'm finally on the IBFP, the realest fucking boxing show on the YTBC. Yo, man.
Can I just say
something? Hold on, Jay. Hold on.
IBFP, can I just say something?
Yeah. Hold on one second. I got Flame On 24, and he said who Bud ran from. Go ahead and click that link, Flame On. Go ahead and click that link, Flame On. I got a spot for you. I got a spot for you, Flame On. Because this is important. No, this is important. This is important. He said who Bud ran from. Nobody. But who did Charlo run from? Nobody. Until he saw Canelo. So don't get cute and then step in with Canelo and then start running. That's what I'm saying, Flame On. I'm not saying Bud ran in. Hold on, Flame. Hold on. Flame, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna run from Canelo when he step in that ring. That's who Bud gonna run from, just like Charlo ran from. You didn't see Charlo running from nobody, but he ran from Canelo. You gonna see Bud do that same shit if he on that bullshit. If he not on that bullshit, then he going to sleep.
You heard him?
What'd you say?
He said he ran from Castano.
He didn't run from Castano.
The first fight he did.
He stopped Castano.
The first fight.
So if he's gonna run from, no, he just got beat up the first fight. He lost that first fight.
But
he didn't run from. He got his ass whooped. He lost that first fight, got his ass whooped, and all these people tried to cover for him. Then he stopped in the second fight. He didn't run the first fight. He just got beat up,
bro. He fought on the back foot the whole damn.
Fighting on the back foot is not running.
That's not running,
man.
We got to clear this up. Fighting on the back foot is not running. You can box off the back foot. Running is a guy that does not want to engage and does not want to fight at all. That's what Edgar Berlanga did. That's what a lot of these guys do. They do not want to fight when they step in the ring. And I'm telling you, that's what Bud want to do with Canelo Alvarez. See, we got to be honest. These guys don't want to fight him. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Bud ain't ran from Spence. Fucking Canelo ain't Spence. Bud know what he up against. He ain't stupid.
Bro, it's not in his character to run.
Then
though.
that's good. Then I hope you keep that same energy come fight night. Don't switch up. Don't switch up on fight night. Oh, Bud was trying to box. No, I want to hear that shit. It ain't in his character to run. I'm gonna rewind that clip. I'm gonna say make sure that shit ain't in his character, because when he goes, because he gonna need a pillow that night. If he try to fight, he gonna need a pillow that night. If it ain't in his character, he gonna need a pillow that night.
I'm saying like he never ran before, like.
Okay, I said don't start in September.
But you put
in September.
But this what I'm saying. You putting it like that's the type of fighter he is. He's not even. He don't do that.
You think Bud is going to be
because
Canelo?
we see it coming. The only reason he
Hold on,
took this
Jay.
fight because he's gonna try to run. So don't try to
Hey, Flame, do you
scam
think
the
Bud is gonna
fans
beat Canelo?
You
and
don't
show
know
up
what he
and run
gonna do till
around.
he do it, bro. Like, cause my thing is, like Nuke said, his
I'm glad
team
you said
said
that,
he's gonna
Flame
use
Wars.
movement. He said he's gonna use movement, but why would like in any big fight, nobody tells the opponent the strategy.
Right.
That's
But
not
Like
true.
a
can
Some
lot
we
of
people
people
agree
tell you
thought
that?
he was
exactly what
gonna
they're
do
gonna
that
do.
with Spence. The only fight I seen him kind of do that was Postal.
But listen, this is what you're not realizing. The reason why we calling out Bud is because he's never moved. Bud's never been on a back foot. He's always been a come forward counterpuncher. He's
Nah,
basically
he
a smaller
fights. He
version of
fought.
Canelo. He's a smaller version of
He done
Canelo.
fought. He fought on the back foot before plenty of times.
Who was
But
skilled
saying
enough
he
to put
gonna
Bud on the
run is
back foot?
crazy.
Who did Bud fight that was skilled enough to put him on the back foot?
But
Boom,
everybody's fought on the back foot
boom.
before. It's boxing.
No,
Like
they
you're not
haven't.
gonna.
Canelo ain't never
Bud
fought on
is
the
a
back foot. What are you talking about? Canelo, what
what?
are we talking about?
Hold on. I think that's what we misunderstanding. Fighting on the back foot is not running. I'm talking about running. And I'm talking about a guy like Bud Crawford, who's an
That's
excellent elite
running.
fighter. And Park Street was on it when I was saying the same thing. Me and Park Street are in alignment here. Bud Crawford has not ran from nobody. And just like the great philosopher, Lil Wayne, said, I ain't never ran from her, and I ain't about to start today. And so my whole thing is, if you ain't never ran from one, don't start today. Don't start in September if you ain't never ran. You didn't run from Spence. You didn't run from Jeff Horn. You didn't run from Sean Porter. Don't you get your ass in that ring and run from Canelo Alvarez. 'Cause
Wasn't
I
this
know people talk about it.
Nuke? Sorry to
No.
interrupt.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I
Nuke,
believe. No. I like Bud. I've been a Bud fan for years. I'm gonna tell
Nuke,
you the truth.
Oh, yeah.
I think he gonna
Oh my
run. I
God.
think
Nuke,
he gonna
Nuke,
run, bro. I think
Nuke,
he gonna run.
I
We
Nuke,
think
seen
so
we
too.
seen that I seen that leg
Yeah.
Nuke.
shaking.
What is the
I
Yeah.
thing?
seen that leg
What is the thing?
shaking. He
Nuke,
ain't
But
gotta do it
I don't
before he
even.
do it today.
I don't even think he'll have legs at 38 to even be able to run
yeah,
like that.
that's
Like
exactly.
That we
Here's
agree
the
on.
thing. Here's the
And he
thing.
going to sleep. He going to
I think
sleep.
this is the point we're
sure
all
he
missing.
is.
I think this is the point we're all missing. To Nuke's point, what I've said on this
Hold
channel
on, let him.
before, in disagreement with Nuke, that I don't think Bud can run because I think his legacy gets absolutely rammed through the gutter if he runs from Canelo. But secondly, to Flame On's point, which I actually do agree with, Buddy's not only 38, but let's remember this is Bud's first fight at 168. That extra weight and all that. He ain't going to be as fast as he usually is. And he was slow in the Madrimov fight. He's going to get gassed. He's going to get stopped. I am saying this
Early.
with heart to chest. It is going to be a massacre, in my opinion. I think Canelo will get him out to the latest round 6.
I
Damn, Hit
agree.
Kid ain't got no mercy.
I got a little more faith in Bud. I'm thinking around between 8 and 10.
I'm thinking round 6. I'm not even kidding.
I got Terrence Crawford winning. I got Terrence Crawford winning fairly easy.
Yeah, right.
Talk to me,
Yeah,
boxing talk.
by
Hold on, let
division, bro.
boxing
Hold
talk.
on, let this guy talk.
No,
No,
I
I
go to
got.
boxing
It's
talk.
a
Let boxing
point.
It's
talk.
not
Talk
good.
his shit. Hold on,
Can you
fellas,
let me
let him
talk?
talk.
Can you let me talk? Can you let me
Yes,
talk?
Go ahead.
Okay,
I want to
look.
hear
yes,
this.
sir. Talk to
Okay,
us, boxing talk.
so I'm just gonna give y'all the rundown. Terrence Crawford, when Terrence Crawford was at 135, I said he's gonna beat everybody at 47. I got a video saying that about 7 years ago. But when Terrence Crawford got to 47, dominated, just like I said he would. When he got to 54, the only reason why I was off a little bit about Magnumov because he fought a whole lot different than he fought against his other opponents. I broke him down based off how he fought his other opponents. He wasn't as aggressive against Terrence Crawford as he was against his other opponents because y'all seen how aggressive he was versus Virgil. When he was aggressive against Virgil, he didn't fight that way against when he fought Terrence Crawford. So he was in there kind of surviving against Terrence Crawford. But
I disagree with that.
okay. Well, he fought Virgil a whole lot more aggressive than he fought Terrence. But
No, he
okay.
He
didn't.
got beat up.
No,
Yes,
no,
he did. He didn't
opened up
stand in
more.
the
He
paint with
opened up
Bud
more.
like that.
He opened up more.
Hold on. I will
this.
agree with
He
boxing
opened
talk.
up more.
Madrimov
He
did
opened
fight
up
more
more
aggressive against Virgil.
no,
Turki.
he didn't.
Beat up
No, he
worse.
didn't.
Yes,
Hit
he
Kid,
did.
let them
Yes,
nuts
he
go.
did.
No, I
He
actually
he
agree on
opened up
Let
that.
them nuts go.
Watching those
Hit
fights,
But-
I
Kid,
agree.
let them
But-
nuts go.
Sorry,
but,
Nick, I agree
Go, Hit.
on that.
Let me say this.
Chris Griffin.
When he fights Canelo, I know everybody's saying, well, he gonna have too much weight on him. He's gonna be slow. If Crawford is a little bit slower, he's still gonna be faster than Canelo. He's going to be faster Canelo foot-wise. He's going to be faster Canelo with his hands. He's going to be more agile than Canelo. He's a better athlete than Canelo. They're not even the same athlete. He's a better athlete than Canelo. All around better athlete. So, but Canelo is great, though. Canelo is great,
Bro,
but
I
he's
can
not the
see why
athlete
he
that
won't win,
Crawford
bro.
is. He's just
I
not
can
the
see why
athlete.
Crawford
But,
won't win, bro.
but now I'm going to tell you why he's going to win the fight. And I'm going to tell you how he's going to win the fight.
He better not be
Okay.
running like Speedy Gonzalez,
No,
bro.
no,
That's
no,
the
no.
thing.
Hold on.
He better
Because
not
y'all,
be running like Speedy
no.
Gonzalez.
Let me finish. Because when y'all say that Crawford is gonna run, which you've never seen him run before,
Oh no,
you just
yeah, we never
projecting.
seen him run, bro.
You just projecting. So that's
Nobody's
your opinion that
projecting.
he's
That's
gonna
the
I
run.
don't
whole
think he'll
thing.
run.
That's your opinion
I
that
don't
he's
think
gonna
he'll
run.
be able to run.
Bobac said it.
That's
Bobac
your
said
opinion that he's
run
gonna run.
Now let my brother
But
finish. Let my brother finish. Let my brother finish.
he will control this fight with his jab. Period. He's gonna control the fight with his jab. Okay, I know it's funny. I understand it's funny and all that. But he's gonna control the fight with his jab. When you look at how Canelo fights, Canelo is a technical fighter, a very great technical fighter. He's not a physical fighter. He's not a guy that's gonna use his size to his advantage. Canelo is a guy that's gonna come in there and try to beat you with a technical in the IQ way. That's a great fight for Crawford when you look at it. Because if you're gonna move up in weight and fight the bigger guy, you don't want the guy to be trying to be in there trying to rough you up and putting his head in your chest, pushing you back to the ropes, squeezing your arms, leaning on you with his weight. Canelo is not
So
that type of
basically,
fighter.
Bud cherry picked is what
So
you're saying.
what y'all gonna see is, I think y'all gonna see a fight that y'all don't think y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see a technical fight between two technical fighters. That's what's gonna happen. Terrence Crawford, and when you do that with Terrence Crawford, he is more skilled, he's faster,
No, he's not.
more agile, he got a better jab. I will give
He
Canelo
don't
this.
have the
Canelo got
power,
more
though.
power. Canelo got more power. I will give him that. But what is the good of your power if you're not going to land the shots that you want to land?
His
He's not
chin
going
is
to
gonna
land
take
all
that.
those crazy shots on Crawford. Crawford is going to be sharp for this
Madrimov
fight.
did. What are you talking about?
Crawford is going to be sharp for this fight. Very sharp.
He gonna
Canelo
be
is going to be sharp.
sluggish. He gonna
No,
be
he's not going to be
sluggish.
sluggish. That's your
Yeah.
opinion that he's going to be
That's what
sluggish.
you
He
want him
never
to
That's
be.
your
he
opinion
That's what
never
that he's
y'all
going
fought
to
at
be
want
this
him to
weight.
sluggish.
be.
Boxing
He
talk.
never
That's what you
fought at
want
this
He's
him
going
to
to be
weight.
be.
sluggish.
He never
Talk.
fought
That's
at
your
this
Here's
opinion
weight.
that he's going to be sluggish.
He's out of his weight class.
Now
Hold
look,
on, I'm
hold on.
listening still.
Don't get him too
Boxing
much.
He
talk.
moved to
Wants this to be a
135.
He gonna
He moved to
try to run
140.
away with the
He
bag.
moved to
That's what he gonna try to do.
147. He
wants
moved to
this to be a technical
154.
fight.
He was not
He gonna try to
getting
run
hit
away.
in those
Here's
weight
the
classes.
problem.
He
Here's
gonna
the
try to
problem.
run away with the
Let
bag.
let
One of those weight
go in
classes.
there, fellas.
Here's
Let
the
boxing.
problem.
Hold on. Let boxing talk finish his summary, and then I'm gonna let everybody respond. Finish up, boxing
Okay.
talk.
Okay. So, and then another thing, when you fighting a Canelo, you don't want to be moving back on your back foot. That's a bad way to fight Canelo. I know everybody's talking about, well, he going to come in on his back foot. No, that would be terrible to fight on his back foot. First of all, you're not going to get no favor with the judges fighting on your back foot versus the overall A+++ fighter, which Canelo is. So Crawford understands and more intelligent to know I cannot win this fight on my back foot. Crawford is going to come out on his front foot. I guarantee you that. He's going to fight on his front foot. Okay, look, I'm
That's what
telling
we
you,
want.
the man is going to fight on his front foot. He's not going to run. He's not going to skip around the ring like y'all think he's going to do. He's going to fight on his front foot, and we're going to let the skills fall where they may. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let the
There's
skills
no
fall where
way.
they may. And I believe in Terrence Crawford's skills.
And
That's what I
hold
believe.
on,
I
boxing
don't.
talk. So you have the fight, a unanimous decision, a stoppage. How do you have it for Bud in the very end?
I have Bud winning split decision because
Split this.
Canelo's he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I got him winning a
So
split
what do you?
decision. He's a
And,
great fighter.
And what
And
and
hold
what
on,
you
hold on,
gonna
hold on. I got to follow up. Do you see anybody getting hurt? Anybody getting dropped? Or just good, precise, technical boxing for 12 rounds?
Do I see anybody getting hurt?
Yeah.
But one of these guys gonna have to make a major mistake to get hurt, like really get hurt and knocked down. It's gonna have to
who's
be a
more likely
major
to do
mistake.
that?
Y'all see what y'all talking about? We talking about two high IQ fighters. It's gonna have to be a major mistake by somebody for somebody to get knocked down, get hurt, or get stopped.
what you gonna say when Crawford go to sleep?
He's not gonna go to sleep. He's not gonna go to sleep.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, they've been saying people going to sleep on Canelo past 3-4 fights.
Hold on, Flame on. I got a question for Flame. Flame, what's your prediction on this? I want to see if it kind of coincides with boxing talks over here. Do you see Bud boxing or what?
Listen, okay, I said this from the jump. If he wins, it's gonna be a decision, probably split because of the, it's gonna be a split decision, most likely. The thing about Canelo, like, okay, even though Bud moving up, I would still say his legs are better than Canelo's, his footwork is better than Canelo's. He has to, like bro said, he has to make a mistake to get dropped. I could see him getting rocked, but I don't see him getting dropped. But y'all not giving him enough credit as an inside fighter. He's not easy to hit like that on the inside. The reason Madrimov,
hold on 1 second, Park Street. I'm gonna let you go. I promise. Right after.
The reason that Madrimov was hitting him like he was because he was at a distance. He would not box Bud on the inside. Bud is a master boxer. Canelo has the chin on his side, the power on his side, but we ain't, man, listen. It's always the shots you don't see, bro. And that's what y'all gonna see. Canelo's pretty basic. If he can't stop Bud within 6, he's gonna lose by decision because he's not good in the late rounds either. You never really seen Bud gas. Really, never seen him gas.
Moving up 2 weight divisions.
Bro, y'all listen.
And if you know,
talk your shit, Flame.
Oh, can I let me finish, bro? Y'all keep talking about he moving up in weight. Bro, most of Canelo's opponents moved up. None of them look super slow, bro. The man walks around at 180, 185 or something. Most of these fighters we already know they shaving off 30, 40 pounds to fight at the divisions that they were at. That's what I'm saying. So how is he gonna be slower at a weight he already walks around at? Most likely he's only gonna have to lose what, 15 pounds?
So you just proved that Bud is a weight.
There's not really a major size difference unless you're talking about bone density or like Canelo being thicker. Bud is top, but bro, when they did the face off, bro, Bud is taller than him, bro.
We know that.
Canelo just has more mass.
Still can't even take this shit.
Everybody's taller than Canelo.
Hold on.
But when y'all say he's the bigger guy, bigger how?
Hold on.
Frame-wise, dog.
Okay, but at the same.
1 second. I want to go to Steel real quick. Steel, I see the expression on your face, and it's saying something. What are you thinking here, Steel?
Man, listen, man. First off, let me say this, man. I'm from here. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, North Side, 31st and Nicholas, my nigga. So I'm rooting for my champion. But the thing is this. Y'all make, because when Bud went up and fought Madrimov, the consensus, the general consensus surrounding him was, yo, man, he's going up to fight Madrimov to duck a bigger threat in boots. That shit, this is the same shit, man. You're discrediting Canelo talking about he's basic or whatever. That strips him away of the win if he goes and wins. Canelo is not a basic fighter. Canelo is
it doesn't discredit anything. He is basic.
It does.
He's not like
you're doing the same thing Bud did about Spence. You're doing the same
basic
thing
about
right
him.
now.
Crawford is not showing up to win. He's showing up for the bag.
I
He's
definitely
not
don't
going
agree
to
with
try
that.
to win.
Hold on. I just want to interject. I just want to interject 1 second. 1 second, then I want to go back to Steel. The only thing I'll say to Flame's point is saying that Canelo's basic, and this is a little bit to boxing talk, is that if Canelo was basic, you don't become a 4-weight champion, undisputed at 68 2 times, being basic at 5'7". Exactly. You're just not that. He's not a basic fighter. So hold on. So if Bud somehow pulls off this win, you're going to have to get this man extra credit because not only did he come up in weight off a layoff, he beat a special generational talent. And so you try to hold on. So to say that a guy that's smaller than Bud, that's out here putting in work like that at 68 and won a title at 75, you talking about he basic? And all these dudes got height and reach on him?
Not
bro,
like he's not
bullshit,
skilled. He's not flashy or none of that is what I mean
bro,
by
you don't have to be flashy to be super skillful. You do not have to be super flashy to be super skillful.
Let me speak to that.
Keep going.
The feet are basic. The head moving. He doesn't do nothing like You know what I'm saying? Like crazy.
Did you not see him at 154 pounds? Did you not see him at 154 pounds?
We talking about him at 68,
No,
bro.
because
He's a plotter, bro.
I'm making a point.
Let's still set this shit up.
Did you see him fight at
Bro,
168 pounds?
I'm not talking about this shit, bro.
Listen. I'm making
that
a
nigga
point.
ain't fought at 54 in like
You're
10,
missing
15
the
years.
point.
Like, I ain't talking about that shit.
Listen to what I'm saying. Did you see him at 154 pounds? It's a yes or no question. Did you see him at 154 pounds?
We all did.
Okay. The difference in seeing him fighting at 154 pounds and 168 pounds. At 154, he was fighting dudes his height, his size, he's eye level with. So he's in a position where he can he can pick you off from the outside, use his lateral movement a little bit more, use his head movement at mid-range and pick you off from right there. He's fighting at 168 pounds now where he's fighting dudes 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", where he has to collapse the pocket to go and find you. He has to go on the hunt with these dudes. You can't sit here and say that the dude is a basic fighter when he has to go through all these obstacles to get to the target. And he's getting to the target. And he's knocking off champions doing it. You can't say that that's a basic fighter. It's a reason as to why he's fighting the way that he's fighting.
Big facts.
The one thing which is... hold on, Pac. The one thing which is just... which I disagree with boxing talk on is pretty much... Bud could have the speed advantage. I'm not going to disagree. Bud will probably have the early speed advantage because we know Canelo, it's a staple in Canelo fights these days. He'll give up the opening round to take the data and, study the guy. We've seen Canelo get off to slow starts in his recent, last 5 fights, if I'm allowed to say it, where he likes to study the guy. My thing is, if you look at Bud during Majmov, and this is the other thing, Bud's been out of the ring now, what is it, a year and a half, close to 2 years going into this Canelo fight?
Exactly.
It'll be a year. It'll be a year.
It'll be a year.
It'll be a year. But pretty much we all know that one of the main killers in boxing is inactivity.
Facts.
The one, listen,
and weight jumping.
Come on,
weight jumping without acclimating is also an issue in boxing.
Inactivity and weight jumping.
Well, it's been fighters that won great fights without settling themselves in the weight class. Y'all know
that is true.
That is true. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Not at
great
37.
fighters do great
Not
things.
at 37.
Great fighters do great things.
Not at 37. Not at 37.
Great fighters do great things. That's true.
Yeah.
Tell me what fighter moved up at 37, 2 weight classes and beat the champion.
Bro, even
never
some
happened.
fighters don't do
Age
great.
37.
He's not a monster.
That never happened at 37.
It is.
I mean, you can
Man,
always
Pacquiao beat
find
Thurman at 40 or some shit. Like,
Yeah, he was at welterweight for like 10 years already. What are you talking about?
he fought at 54 too, though.
So
wait. Part 3 had
bad talking points, my man.
Hold on. Part 3 had a quick comment that we didn't get to. What were you going to say, Part 3?
Yeah, because, it was a few things, but bruh's Boxing Talk said that he ran through the whole 147. No, he didn't. He didn't fight a Prime Garcia when he was champion. He didn't fight a Prime
I didn't say he ran through the whole 47. I said the guys he fought at 47, he ran through.
You said he dominated and ran through.
Yeah,
which means
hold on. Did he not dominate 147? Did he not dominate the weight class? Yes or no?
Yeah, he did.
Yes. He got a knockout in every fight.
All stoppages, man. Come on, man. Stop.
He did
That was his best weight class. What's the point? That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, though. What does 147 have to do with 68?
Well, there's a difference between 147 and 168.
That's 3 weight classes apart.
So what Part 3 is saying? Part 3 is saying that Bud might have put in his work at 47, but he didn't see him fight the prime Keith Thurman. He didn't see him fight the prime Kell Brooks. He didn't see him fight those guys. I mean, Thurman was fucked. Kell Brook was
that
fucked.
Wasn't his fault though.
Nobody's blaming him for that. That's all Park is making is that he didn't fight those guys at their absolute best. Maybe because they ducked.
Because they was scared.
Maybe because they weren't available. Whatever the reason was, we didn't see those fights. It don't really matter if they ducked or they were hurt or retired or whatever. We just didn't see him. It's not Bud's fault. It just didn't happen. It's just a matter of fact.
Bud knocked off the king though, so it's like
remember the
king. But look,
he went
at the time. Spence was the king at 47.
Yeah, bro, he went undisputed. Yeah, what does that have to do with Canelo?
Did anybody on this panel have Earl Spence, an A-level fighter, before he lost to Terrence Crawford?
Here we go.
No.
You just proving the
Hold on.
He was a PBC fighter. He was like a B+. or A minus, but
Not a
B
chance.
plus.
I never had Errol Spence as an A plus
B
fighter.
plus, B plus.
I think Luke will tell you first.
Ain't too many A fighters in boxing anyway. Like, so what's your point?
Flame.
No.
How many A boxers in? He was the king at
Hold on,
47.
because I'm trying to get a gauge. So if none of y'all had Errol Spence as an A-level fighter before he lost to Terence Crawford. Nobody.
No. A-level fighters at 47.
He was a good fighter, but he wasn't an elite fighter because he was under that PBC protection program.
And he just
wasn't
isn't
an A-level fighter. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He wasn't an A-level fighter. But I heard my guy, the host of the show, he said at the time that Canelo fought Callum Smith, he was an A-level fighter.
Yes.
His last live.
Yes. Okay,
I said
that yesterday.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm talking to him and him only. So what made Callum Smith an A-level fighter?
He was the number one guy in the division. He won the World Boxing Super Series. He was the reign champion. All of that.
Okay. So was Errol Spence the number one welterweight? Yes or no?
He was. Yes.
Yes.
I thought based on him unifying, I thought that his rankings would put him at the top because he had more belts than Bud.
Okay.
But the skills don't matter.
No. If we're talking about skills, you would always say, hold on. I just want to answer Flamon. When we talk about skills, we always say Bud has more skills than Spence. Nobody's ever disputed that. We're just talking about accolades as far as belts. Bud's a more accomplished fighter, but at welterweight, Spence was until Bud took it. So Bud beat the king.
No. I want to ask you a question. I want to get back on that Callum Smith thing.
Go for it.
So you said Callum Smith was an A-level fighter for all the reasons that you just described, and I respect that. But what I'm going to say is, under that criteria, you have to say Errol Spence was an A-level fighter because he was 3 belts, number one in the weight class. He was number one welterweight. He had 3 belts. He was undefeated. He was running through guys. He beat Sean Porter, took his belt. He beat Danny Garcia.
Let me finish.
Please. He went to Kell Brook hometown, took his belt. So he beat Mikey Garcia. I get it that he moved up 2 weight classes, but Mikey Garcia wanted to fight. He beat an undisputed Mike Garcia. So he not only did the things that you said Callum Smith did to be an A-level fighter, he also had 3 other titles. Callum Smith had how many? 2?
He had the ring and the WBA, I think, like that.
Okay,
and then they put the WBC
he had the ring.
on.
So he had the ring. But what I'm saying is, under that criteria, Errol Spence meets the criteria of being an A-level fighter under what you just described.
Okay. So let me respond. 1, Errol Spence never won a World Boxing Super Series. 2, Errol Spence was never the number one consensus guy in the division as far as he was number one as far as belt. Hold on, let me finish. He was number one as far as belts, but there was still a consensus that Bud may be better. That's why it was still labeled as a 50-50 type of fight. They didn't know 100%. Callum Smith, there was nobody else that they thought was better than him based on what he had did at that point. Nobody thought anybody was better than Callum. All this Benavidez dick sucking happened after Canelo went undisputed. Hold on, let me finish.
I got one question.
I'll let you talk. I just want to finish this point. I just want to let you finish. Sean Porter, that was a very controversial fight. Many people thought he lost. I thought he lost that fight. I thought he should have ran that shit back. Like the true coward he was, he didn't run that shit back. I called it on the night of the fight. Outside of that, you giving him kudos for beating a Wash Kell Brook coming off of fucking eye surgery, moving down in weight. No, fuck that. That ain't no killer. What are you talking about? Hold on,
my dude.
So hold on. We not gonna give a dude a cookie.
So are we gonna start picking apart opponents?
Let me finish.
Callum Smith struggled with Ryder.
God damn, I cannot finish a point.
Are we gonna start picking apart opponents?
Hold on. You trying to do it? So you want to do it this way? You brought this shit up.
He didn't say nobody was washed up.
That's what you said.
Let me finish.
I didn't pick apart nobody opponent.
Hold on, boxing talk. Let me finish. I'll let you finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll let you finish. I feel like I'm arguing with Tim Bradley. I thought you were Tim Bradley a minute. I almost had it. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, what's going on here? My bad, boxing talk. Now look. So I'm just saying you can't compare the 2 guys because they didn't put in the same type of work. Although Spence was the top guy in the division, it does not equal him being a Callum Smith. That's like, oh, Triple G was the top guy at 60, but he equals an Errol. It's not the same thing. Every division is built different based on the fighters that are there and based on what the guys have done. Callum Smith has shown us, Callum Smith has even shown us that he got 2 knockouts coming up in weight to 75. Errol Spence is fucking retired. After that one loss.
Did any of y'all think Smith and Canelo was a 50-50 fight?
Hold on, Flame. Callum Smith lost to Canelo. His career went over. His career went over, beat Buatsi, got 2 other knockouts in the division. Now he's in the running for another big fight. Three knockouts in the division. So he's really in the he's in the running again for another massive fight. Where's Errol Spence right now?
Let me add something to that too.
Where's Errol Spence after 1 loss?
Let me add something to that too. Not to mention, hold on. Not to mention the eye surgery. Not to mention the eye surgery. Let me finish. Not to mention the eye surgery and the car crash. That wasn't the same Errol Spence. That was not the same Errol Spence.
Can I go? Yes or no?
We're gonna circle back to you, boxing talk. Everybody got to go. Jay, then Still, I think Still had something to add. Clark and Flame. Man. We got to get Clavo in it too.
Everybody knows Errol Spence. Yeah, Errol Spence was overrated. You know what I mean? He almost lost to he almost got stopped by Ugas. He got saved by the ref. He got wobbled.
But he beat Ugas though, right?
Yeah, he did, right? But he didn't. But he wasn't looking as good as
he was before. What he did.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but he had wars. Yeah,
after the car crash. After the car wreck.
Yeah, a lot of
that goes to my point. It's not the same fighter he was in 2018, 2019. He wasn't the same fighter. He had eye surgery. He went through car crashes. He had wars. He was out of the
Why he vacating the belts then?
He was barely making the weight class.
After the car crash, yes or no?
Bro,
did he win fights after the car crash, yes or no?
Against who? Against Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia wasn't in the league.
He beat him.
Yes or no?
Yeah, but Danny Garcia wasn't in a great welterweight though.
Did he win fights after the car crash? Yes or no?
Yeah, he did. What did I do? Is he the same fighter? Is he the same fighter?
So he was doing the same thing he did before the car crash, win fights. He was doing the same exact thing. You making
he beat Danny pretty easy.
You making excuses, my man.
And the eye surgery.
The only thing I say about this is with the Danny Garcia fight is I said, that's a good return fight for Errol Spence. When the moment I said that, I said it's a good return fight. I've had 1,000 people show up in my comments that was a cherry pick for Errol Spence. So is it
I thought Danny was gonna beat him.
I'm just saying, is it a cherry pick or is it a good fight? I don't know, because everybody said it was a cherry pick. Now I'm hearing, he beat Danny Garcia pretty good. I thought he was a cherry. From the way
just saying, if he wasn't the same, Danny should have beat him.
If he was a cherry, you gonna beat a cherry 10 times out of 10.
After an accident and a layoff?
Charlo just beat fucking Jose Benavidez Jr. a fight or 2 fights ago.
Charlo didn't fly no damn. Charlo ain't flying no Lamborghini neither.
Hey, did y'all have
shit. Did y'all have but he got drunk in one.
Another one.
Did y'all have Terrence Crawford stopping Earl Spence before the fight? Did y'all have Terrence Crawford stopping Earl Spence before the fight? I did. It's on record. My shit on record. Did y'all have him stop him before the fight? Yes or no?
Yes, I had him.
Because I heard a lot of people saying 50-50. I heard a lot of
y'all was picking Spence now. Don't switch up. Don't switch up.
What does that do with Canelo? What does that do with Canelo?
I know for a fact I said that wasn't no 50-50 fight.
Y'all trying to tear down Earl Spence. Don't tear him down.
I know for a fact I said that wasn't no.
They gonna tear down Canelo and say he wasn't in his prime and he was on the decline when Bud.
Hold on, Flame. Canelo's in his prime right now.
Neither one of them in their prime, but Bud older than him.
Why would you say something like that?
Bud older than him. Bud is older than him. Say that? Cause y'all keep trying to say he on the decline, but y'all said Bud was on the decline.
But you just agreed.
If Bud beat his ass, I don't want to hear shit.
He's right.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all gonna hide, bro. I swear. Y'all gonna hide. He had too many fights.
Set the record on this.
He had too many fights.
Hold on, Flame. I want to set the record on this. If Bud beat his ass, he gets full credit. You talking about a dude moving up multiple weight classes, putting on that weight, coming from a smaller weight class. You got to get the credit. You can't take no credit, regardless if Canelo's on a decline or not. The same, Canelo has to get the credit because everybody that I've seen, pundits, boxing, trainers, media, everybody has said Canelo can't fuck with Bud on any level meaningful. I think both guys deserve to get the credit no matter who wins. That's what I think. Hold on, one second. And 1 second. Let me go to Mills. Let me go to Park Street Mills first. I think Mills wanted to talk about the resume or something. I don't know if you were shaking your head on that one or not, Mills.
Well, yeah, because I mean, there was they was trying to make a comparison between Callum Smith and Earl Spence, man. My thing is this, man. With Earl Spence, yeah, he was a champion, a unified champion at that, man. But what sets them apart is Callum Smith has a skill set that Earl Spence doesn't have, man. When you look at Spence, it's not really a skill set, and it's not really that. I'm trying to be respectful. Because I'm not about to tear down Earl Spence, because for me to tear down Earl Spence, that would be for me to tear down Bud's win and his resume. And I'm not about to do that. And I don't think he's a bad fighter. But he's not like he, you can't compare Earl Spence, a win over Earl Spence to a win over Callum Smith, man. Callum Smith, I feel like, been in there with the better opposition, and he's a more skilled tactician than Earl Spence Jr. That's what I'm trying to say. There's nothing that Earl Spence does better than Callum Smith, dog. Nothing.
That's an excellent point. That's an excellent and astute point from you, Mills. I like that, and I think that's really good. And I don't think anybody's trying to tear down Errol Spence or Bud. I think that they're both good quality fighters. I think the thing is, when you try to build up a guy so much and say you're trying to justify in your head why this works or that works, I think that the Bud Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight, Canelo should be listed as the favorite because he's the natural guy in the weight class. But that don't mean that Bud is not a good fighter or that it's not going to be competitive or a good fight either way. I don't think you got to try to tear one guy down and big up the other. Both are excellent fighters. Taking nothing away from either. We just want to see both of the guys fight at their best in the biggest fight on the stage. That's all we're asking for.
And I want to say to this as well, man. After that Sean Porter fight, I knew for a fact it wasn't no 50-50 fight. I didn't have Bud stopping him. I had him beating the ever-living shit out of him, though. You know what I'm saying? Dropping him a multitude of times. I didn't think he was going to dominate him that early and that fast, but I did have Bud beating the ever-living shit out of him. Listen, man, we watched that shit live up here, down on the Deuce, behind, you know what I'm saying, at the Bryant Center, you dig? That was a big thing for the city. It was Omaha Day and all that shit, man. That was something special for the city. Man. So I'm not, we're proud of our champion up here, but I ain't about to just sit. I'm not with the dick riding shit, man. I call shit down the middle, no matter what, you dig. I don't like the shit. I don't like the language that's being used when it comes to Canelo, because it seems as if it's being, the discrediting is already beginning. I don't like that shit, because when you do that, you inadvertently diminish Bud's win over him if he wins. You did. I just like to see keep shit in its proper context. That's all I'm saying, man. But I didn't think it was a 50-50 fight. I didn't think that was a 50-50 fight.
And I think everybody on here agree that both guys deserve full credit no matter who wins.
Yes.
Yep.
Full credit. 100%.
Full credit. Plavo, what's up, my brother? I haven't heard you say anything yet.
Yeah, I just been sitting back and listening now and seeing what's being said. I mean, I get it. The Spence, unified. Callum Smith, you just had the WBA and the ring. I get it. But let me ask you this. Why did Callum and Canelo unify right away? And why did it take almost 4 to 5 years for Spence to try to get Crawford to fight?
Damn.
If that was the case, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going to tear nobody down. Spence was my guy, bro. But I had Bud winning. I even got a $500 bet from it, bro. I'm not going to tear down Spence, man. I'm not. Spence had heart, man. He fought his heart out, bro. He had some good fights too. So no, man. But Bud is my guy too. But I'm just saying, like, to be honest with you, there's really no reason to compare the two. Crawford and Spence, they were at their weight class. Callum was a big motherfucker, bro. Callum was a big ass dude. Canelo was a small ass dude on that fight. You know what I'm saying? Some people had Callum winning just because of the same size, and a lot of people had that as a fucking. They said that actually was going to be a defeat on Canelo's end due to the Brits. So yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. We really can't compare that.
Cabo, do you
Facts.
think Bud Crawford would run from Canelo in this fight, or you think he gonna stand on business?
Yo, somebody mute their mic, man.
Somebody got their mic up.
Do I feel like he's gonna stand on business?
Yeah. Or he's gonna pull his best impersonation of William Scull. I've had a few guys on the chat say, "Well, when have you seen Bud run?" I mean, look, man, some dudes ain't never seen they girl cheat on them until they walk in the room and she getting them cheeks bust. So sometimes you gotta see some shit to believe it. That's all I'm saying. I'm under the impression there's a first time for everything, and so I just never know. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying he will run. I've heard his team say there's going to be a lot of movement. I don't know. I'm a little concerned because I've seen the whole thing with William Scull. I know dudes out here want to survive and put their reputation intact and all this other stuff. Do you think Bud is going to stand on business and try to go after and actually win the fight with Canelo? Or you think he's going to go in there, look to survive? Is this really a legacy move or is this a payday thing?
Well, here I think it's here. Well, first, I'm gonna just put it out there that I feel like this is a cash out. Like this is the fight that I've been waiting for my whole life. This is the fight that's gonna give me the most in my pocket. So the thing is that one thing I know about Bud ain't no bitch, bro. There ain't no bitch in Bud. There isn't. He got a dog in him, and he's cerebral as well. The thing is that I know that Bud even got shot in the head and he drove us into the hospital, bro. You superhuman, bro, when you do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is a fight, going all the way to me, you're still jumping through weight classes. Bro, who the fuck is digging in their fucking glove compartment?
This is Flame on. Hold on, I got
you. For real.
All right, you got it, Clever.
Well, look, man, goddamn, boy. Look, I'm just saying, bro. The thing is, I got a feeling Bud is probably gonna stand there toe to toe for a little bit until a few power shots get put in. And then he's probably going to be turned into a pure boxer, man. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping not because I think I've been hearing that they were going to say that they're probably going to try to win the fight on points. They're not going to go for the knockout. They're not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to hurt Canelo. Do you really think that he's going to be able to hurt Canelo?
Fuck no.
You haven't even been acclimated to 154. You haven't even been acclimated to 154
yet. He can't hurt Canelo. Oh, and then there was somebody who told me that Bud is working with Steve Nelson. I'm like, fuck Steve Nelson.
Steve Nelson?
No, you can have Stone Cold Steve Austin for all you want. That don't make no fucking difference. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, what is that gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. What's his name? Steve Nelson, right? That old dude. Yeah, Steve Nelson ain't
Steve Nelson.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake.
He has Lester Martinez as well, though.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, man. Regardless, I was hearing talking about the skills that Canelo's basic, bro. Bro, how are you basic when you have faced all kinds of styles and you've adapted? You faced the pure boxer style. Even though we know the pure boxer, that actually is your kryptonite. That is your weakness. That's the style you hate the most. That is the one that you have more difficulties with. But you don't have that style. You don't have the pressure fighters. You don't have the box. You don't have the boxer punches, the cerebral box, the fucking tough ass boxer punches. You know what I'm saying? So how is that basic? Like, how are you basic if you don't had all these type of fighters? You got over 60 fights. Who else in boxing has over 60 fights and is still going right now?
Wait. Who said Canelo was basic? Was it true boxing talk or was it true Flame on? I forgot which one said.
That was Flame on. It was Flame on.
Flame on, you said Canelo was basic, right?
Yeah. Flame on, bro.
So Flame on. I just want you to know that Bud Crawford disagrees with you. Bud Crawford said Canelo's the greatest fighter of this era.
Yep.
So
he is.
For Bud Crawford, for Bud Crawford to say that, he don't call basic fighters the greatest fighters of an era. He don't do that. He said Errol Spence ain't even in the Hall of Fame. So for him to say that Canelo's the greatest fighter of this era and Errol Spence ain't in the Hall of Fame, that lets you know how he see Canelo compared to Errol Spence and everybody else.
Okay, so Canelo's not basic.
Walk back that basic fighter.
Okay, I walked it back. I just think it's not. What I meant is like not special effects. Not he's just basic skill.
Yeah, but he don't need that flashy football.
I know we don't need it. I was just saying that.
Hey, hold on. Repeat what you just said. Flame on.
Repeat it one more time, Flame.
Rewind it and screen record it.
One more time.
I just said he's not basic. I just meant it's like not a lot of special effects. It's mostly power, pressure, chin and head movement. That's all I meant. I'm not saying he can't fight or no shit like
Oh, so wait a minute. What happened to the elite counterpuncher? He doesn't have that. He doesn't set up shots.
Bro, I said what I said. I'm not finna argue.
Bro, I only hear, bro, don't give me that shit. I only hear women say I said what I said. Don't bring me that shit. Take that shit to your girl or something, bro. I said what I said. That more feminine shit I ever heard.
Yep, let it be what it is, bro. Let's move on.
This is the thing too. This is the thing.
You want to argue? You want to argue? I'm not gonna argue with you.
I know you don't want to argue with me because we know how it went last time.
Yep, let it stay where it's at. That's in the past. Let's move on. Go argue with your bitch.
Nah, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, you the big Tank supporter, but wouldn't pay for his fights, right?
Damn. Oh, damn.
You want me to hey, Nuke, you hear me?
Yeah, I can't get involved in this, man.
No. I'm about to send you something. Just you know what I'm saying. When you get a chance, look at it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
What is going on today?
Well, I'm just saying, bro. That don't make no sense. I mean,
they get tipped off.
I mean, you gonna support a fighter. You gonna support a fighter, not pay his pay-per-views, bro. I mean, with fans like you, who the fuck needs enemies?
If they fight like Devin Haney and he's gonna be main event, I'm a pirate that shit. I'm a Jack Sparrow that fucking Devin Haney fight. I'm not pay for that shit.
Hold on, I didn't get.
Nah, you tripping, bro.
Hold on, I didn't get a solid. So you on yet or no? You still off?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you want to add anything to the conversation? We heard boxing talk, Flame on, Clavo, Mills, Park Street. We heard everybody chime in on this topic. Is there anything that you heard anybody say that you needed to touch on or speak on?
Nuke, check your Twitter DM.
I got you right now.
To bring it back to the road running thing, I just came to the conclusion that certain group of people are not going to be satisfied until they see black fighters just getting beat the fuck up all the time. Got CTE.
What the
always
fuck? Bro, we bringing race again?
I just came to that conclusion because there's no.
Hold on one second. Clavo, Flame on did pay for the pay-per-view. At full price, everything, no discount. I put in a coupon code, but he paid for everything.
Dumbass, bitch ass nigga.
Cool.
Oh well, hey, well then why?
So
wait a minute.
You think I ain't got $80?
Nah, wait a minute. Hold on. Then that makes you even more stupid. Why the fuck would you buy it? And why the fuck would you deny on paying for it?
Shit.
So why the fuck would you? Wait a minute. So why would you let me bother you on that? Why the fuck would you let me bother you on that? And you went ahead and paid for it.
He brought the race card in, bro.
Oh, I know what you did. I know what you did. You paid for it afterwards.
No,
that's what it was. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get
the
it.
link not even gonna still be on there. You would know that if your dumb ass bought pay-per-views, nigga.
Oh man, Solid. So hold on, let me let Solid finish his point real quick, man. So Solid,
not screen record that and put it on Facebook, bitch.
Nah, motherfucker, then you too stupid. You should have said it from the jump, and that conversation never would have happened.
Shut your
simple.
Ass up.
Boom. Shut your idiot ass up, bro. It is what it is.
Bro? You mad?
It's all good.
Hold on, fellas.
I'm not. I'm actually no longer concerned for your well-being, your mental health, because now you told me that you did buy it, and now you support him. That makes sense.
Hey, y'all, he done
you support him, and you fucking bought his fight. That makes sense.
Wawa now. Oh, but if
you stupid motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I just exposed you verbally. I just exposed you verbally.
Nah. Hold on. I'm gonna put both my boys in a quick timeout. Solid. Finish your point. I apologize, Solid, for interrupting you. Go ahead, Solid.
That was funny. No, but what I'm just saying. I mean, they talk about the no running thing. That's what you was leading with. So I'm responding to that.
That's the title. That's everything.
It's like you if you think about it, nobody's really running. It's actually called excessive movement. Like
I know you said that there's a certain demographic. What demographic are we talking about?
Skull was running, bro. Skull was running.
I'm saying Mexican.
No. Hold on, Round. One second, because he led off and said there's a certain demographic. Yeah. I just like to know. I'm
gonna tell you.
I like to name names. Like I'm like, oh no, it was this dude over here. What demographic is like wants to see? You said black fighters get beat up and all that. What demographic is that?
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Let me repeat myself.
Just stand on business.
No, the Mexican so-called boxing fans, they won't be satisfied with black fighters until they see black fighters just getting beat the fuck up all the time. Because fighting somebody and making them miss you by being defensively responsible, that's not running. These motherfuckers are saying you're running because you're making your opponent miss. Nobody's really running. It's excessive movement. It's not running. You can't run in a boxing match. And they're saying, they're calling us, hold up. They're calling us runners. They're calling us runners. They're calling us runners because we make them miss. We make opponents miss. It's excessive movement. It's not running. Nobody's running for nobody.
Okay.
And then even black fighters that don't run, they still get criticized.
You know why?
So it's like it don't matter. They're still getting criticized.
I can tell you why the Mexican
I want to say one thing, and I'm gonna let you guys go.
Mexicans get hit. Mexicans block what they face. That's what they're known for. They want black fighters to do that.
Man.
Okay. So hold on. So the only thing I want to say is hold on. The only thing I want to say is because he led with the fact by saying that there's a certain demographic, the Mexican demographic.
Read your comment section. Read your comment section. It's all Mexicans talking crazy about black fighters.
I hear you. Solid has said the Mexican demographic wants black fighters to get beat up, and that's where all this comes from. I didn't know Turki Al-Sheikh was Mexican. Clavo, is Turki Al-Sheikh Mexican?
No, last time I checked, no, he was not. And I mean, I'm talking about look, if it's not running, hold on. If it's not running, why are they making a rule against it? Why are they trying to fucking make a rule against it? Because they're running.
Hey, Clavo, if me and you are fighting and you throwing punches at me and I'm making you miss, you gonna say I'm running?
If you're fucking backing the fuck up way too many times,
that's running.
Way too many fucking times back. You ain't trying to fight.
I didn't say I wasn't throwing back. I'm saying I'm making him miss and I'm hitting him with counters. That's running. I'm making Clavo miss. This nigga Clavo trying to hold up. I'm making Clavo miss. He's swinging. I'm countering him. That's how the fight go. I'm running from him. That's what you're going to say.
Wait a minute.
That's not what we saw in May last week.
Is that what we saw in the Canelo Scull fight? What was the counters that we spoke?
Is yes or no? Is there an answer or no?
But no, man. Because the thing is, we can't use that example.
You have to say what fighter you're talking about.
That's how most black fighters fight, though.
No, look. Let me tell you
what Mexicans fight.
That's how most black fighters fight.
They gotta sell tickets.
Elusive fighting.
Not how most black fighters fight.
Elusive.
They don't really sell.
And then also, hold up. Let me say this also. If you hold up. If you are an athletic person and you box, you're going to use your athleticism and move.
Let's say you're Mexican, Solid.
If that's the only thing you can rely on.
What fighter are you talking about?
No, you're going to do both.
We can break.
There's a lot of boxers that are athletic and they were skilled at the same time. You're going to use your athleticism. A lot of these fighters are stationary and they can't really dominate unless they're fighting a stationary target.
Hold on. We're going to let Flamon go, Park Street, Mills, Clavo, and we're going to go around everybody.
Like that. You see, look at the punch stats for those fights. Those were the lowest thrown output of punches probably in the history of boxing. Them niggas is running. Now, if you moving, sticking and moving, making your opponent miss, but you're punching too, that's not running. Running is basically trying to survive.
They call that running, though.
Output. Yes,
no, it's not. We don't.
Running,
bro.
How are you going to fucking talk about the low punch stats, bro? And you're going to still act like that's not running? If there's not that much of a punch stats, then that means there was running.
They be talking crazy. They call that running. They say Floyd Mayweather is a runner. Floyd never ran.
Floyd Mayweather did not fight like that. Floyd did not fight like that.
So why do Mexicans call him a runner then? Clavo, why do Mexicans call Floyd Mayweather a runner?
Bro, I don't know. You don't have to talk to them. I ain't never called Floyd a runner.
You Mexican, right? That's your people, right? Why are they saying that?
Nah, wait. Hold on, bro. Go. Yo, this is getting stupid by the minute, bro. Because there is no comparison with Floyd and William Scull. There is no comparison. Floyd boxed inside the
take
pocket.
William Scull out of it. Why do they say Floyd Mayweather's a runner? He never ran.
Hold on. I think this is what we're having.
Come on, bro.
No, hold on. This is where we're having the misunderstanding.
They're not satisfied.
No. The misunderstanding that we're having, the miscommunication, is that Solidus is trying to come in with an agenda by saying all Mexicans say all these things and this is the way they believe, think, and feel. While in reality,
who's talking the most shit.
Hold on. What in reality, because you're encompassing all Hispanics and Mexicans and everything in one boat by simply saying that they all say this and they all say that. In reality, nobody liked that William Scull fight. Nobody. I was in a room full of people. Nobody liked that. Nobody. And I'm talking about every demographic. And I love white bitches. So we was in a room full of people.
Could you be honest? Hey, could you be honest though?
I mean, nobody even.
Could you be honest though?
Full of people watching this fight. Hold on. We was in a room full of people watching this fight, and nobody liked William Scull. Nobody. It did not. Nobody thought about it.
Let me ask one question. I'm gonna ask one question. Go on.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I think this all stems back to any Devin Haney criticism we give. You seem to get upset. And I think that's where this all stems from.
Hey.
Is that anytime we mention Devin Haney, there's an emotional aspect to it. And I just, I'm not getting, hold on. Let me pay this quick bill. I'm going to get right back to you. Mike Trey says, Nuke Solidus trash all Mexican fans and boxers in the comment section, called them taco community and soccer fans, but he stays crying racism. Like, what the hell, bro? So Solidus, is it true that you called them taco community in the comments?
Hey, I argue with that dude all the time.
I
always. No, I didn't say that. No, I'm answering the question. I didn't say that, but he always accused me of being racist.
That explains everything.
I never said any of that. He always accused me of that, though.
Then I gotta ask one simple thing. Solid, stop with dog. That laugh sounds so fake, bro. Please stop. And I gotta ask you. These last 3 lives,
I never said
you've been all about race,
bro.
These last 3 lives, you've been all about race. Why is that, dog?
Hey, it's not necessarily anti-Mexican. Like I said last time, that's who's talking the most.
You're not answering my question, but okay.
I am answering the question.
I'm gonna do that. I'm answering like you. I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna do it too.
You can do that, but I'm gonna answer. It's Mexicans, that's who's talking the most shit, and I'm simply just responding to it. I read the comment sections, that's who's talking the most shit. And that dude that sent that super chat, I argue with him all the time. He always accused me of being racist, but I never said nothing racist. He always says,
let's do this, man. I think at this point in time, man, y'all just gonna have some sort of a discipline and what's the word I'm looking for? Just have some sort of restraint to where if some bitch ass dude got some slick shit to say about the brethren, take your energy out on that bitch ass dude right there, man. Respect has to be established at some point in time. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not into that, man. As much as I can't stand Hispanic saying nigga, I don't retort with using racial epithets to match their energy. My wife is Mexican and Guatemalan. My coaches are Mexican. My stablemates are Mexicans. I don't match that energy, man. So when you match that energy, it becomes this ping pong of insults, and now everybody who ain't got nothing to do with the bullshit.
I never called Mexican slurs, though. I just said the word Mexican, but I never said Mexican. So I never said like a derogatory term.
Taco community.
I never said taco community.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a quick fact check. So I'm gonna go in the comments.
I never called it.
I know I'm gonna go in the comments. If I see taco community, you got to get body bagged on that one.
You're not going to find it.
Okay. I'm just saying, man. Let's have some restraint.
I challenge you to look it up. You're not going to find it.
Okay.
I challenge you. I never called Mexicans taco community.
Well, man. Well, here's the thing, bro. Somebody bring up race. Guess what? I'm gonna be the bigger person, and I'm gonna just let them be where they're at.
Hey,
go over here on this live and talk to these people. If nobody's has ever said that, then you don't need to bring it to the live.
Call Mexicans a derogatory term. Have you heard me call Mexicans a derogatory term?
I never heard you.
All I said was the word Mexican. I'm only saying this because that's who's talking the most shit, the Mexicans. Black fighters this, black fighter that. I'm just responding to that, but I'm not calling them derogatory terms. So it's not like I'm saying fuck Mexican. I ain't saying no shit like that.
But now
Luke is looking right now in the comment section. He's never going to find me say taco community.
But you did say that. But you did say Mexicans block punches. You did say Mexicans block punches with their face, and that's not necessary. That's some wild shit right there. These generalizations, man. The shit that
Mexicans got chins, bro.
Hey, some of them do don't be believing in defense, though.
I mean,
But there's black fighters as well who don't. But listen,
hey, Steel Mill.
But there's all fighters who do that.
There are fighters who like to fight. There's nothing wrong with that.
Different as well.
There's fighters who like to fight.
So why can't that energy be matched on the black side? Black fighters like to hit and not get hit. Why can't that be? That's how they fight. They call that running, bro. I'm standing in front of you, fighting you in the pocket. I make you miss. The Mexicans are screaming up and down. You're a runner. Since he brought up Devin Haney, hold up. Since he brought up Devin Haney, right? Prior to the Ramirez fight, have you ever seen Devin Haney just run and not engage at all?
No,
you haven't. You have not. But Mexicans swear up and down he's the runner.
1 second, Solid. 1 second. See, this is what we're talking about. This is like me saying, prior to my girl getting her cheeks bust by Hit Kid, I've never seen her cheat on me before. I'm not
Man,
fucking
what's
talking
up?
about prior. Hold on. I'm not fucking talking about prior. I'm talking about today. Bitch, where was you at tonight? That's what I'm concerned about. The fact that the last time we've seen Devin Haney, he was acting like a fruitcake.
Y'all like to bring up stuff that happened in the past, though.
The
I
last
do it. It's a
time
problem.
hold on, Silas. The last time we seen this man, he was
That's some
acting
whole
like
ass shit,
no, he
IBF.
was
Keep it
acting like a
real.
bitch. And my whole issue is we gotta
That's some
hold
whole
him
ass
to that
shit, bro.
standard. Hold on, we gotta hold him to that standard. If I see any other fighter do that, I'm gonna have the exact same energy for Haney. It's not exclusive for Haney, but I'm like,
I
oh,
don't know about that.
if I see Canelo do it, I'm not gonna shit on Canelo because that's Canelo. I'm not gonna shit on anybody else, but I will only do it on Haney because he's black. I'm not.
Man, you caught hell when you did that. When you did that anti-Canelo video, you caught hell.
Who cares? It was me catching the hell. I'm okay with it.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
So that means that you catch hell, Solidus, and you're not cool with this. So you got to express yourself up here.
Bro,
I'm irritated. I'll say that. I'm irritated.
Okay.
Why?
Phil was about to say.
Why do you let that shit irritate you for, bro?
No. You know what? You actually make a good point, Clavo. I shouldn't get irritated, but that does irritate me. That
It shouldn't, bro, because I get that same shit too, bro. I get it from all kinds of races. And the thing is that I'm not gonna bring that up here. There's no reason for it. I'm talking to y'all. We're gonna talk about what's right now. Whatever you leave in the chat, leave it in the chat, fam.
Now, you make a good point, but I'm just saying from a boxer perspective, it is irritating to hear Mexicans always say that, especially when I know that's not true. But you make a good point, though. I can't even argue that. I
mean, Solid. I can sit here and be like, how many times Nuke has got crazy ass messages, or also how many times that Mexican black boxers went in there with Mexican attire. I know it wasn't out of love. I don't think so. A lot of people took that shit to heart.
Nah, what you saying is
I'm not
fair
gonna
game.
bring that up every time.
I'm not disputing nothing you're saying. What you saying is fair game.
I'm gonna let Mills go, but right before I do, I just want to say this. Clavo just posted something the other day where somebody told him that what did they tell him he's gonna get deported or some shit?
Yeah, somebody on
that's some bullshit.
Clavo needs to be deported.
Nah, I've never said nothing like that. Hey, IBF, can you admit I never said nothing like that?
They looking for me.
That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. I disagree with that.
Nah, but I took it as a fun and I posted it. Yo, I got deported, but I came back, bro. I came back. I'm good. My back's not dry, but I'm still here.
They're looking for me and my people.
All right.
All right, Mills. I wanted you to get your response in on this, my brother.
Oh, no, the other thing I wanted to say was, man, just people keep trying to find ways to accommodate the way that Devin Haney fought and the way that William Scull fought, and they confuse that shit with being this slick fighter, man. First off, Floyd wasn't a runner. Yeah, the Mexican community did hate him. The Latino community did hate him a lot. Not all, of course, but a lot of them because he was beating up on their fighters, dog. So that built some sort of resentment. And
sore loser.
The fact that and you can say that. You can say that. And the fact that he wasn't, he didn't fight them at a range where that was conducive to them, that shit, that rubbed them the wrong way. But this thing now with Floyd fighting like that at a later stage in his career, that shit is morphed into some shit now where these 23 and 24, 25, 26, 27-year-old dudes are fighting like a 36 and a 35-year-old man. And they think that is the only way you are supposed to approach a fight. And and y'all are also confusing running with movement to set up a shot. What Devin Haney did, what William Scull did, that was running. What Parnell Whitaker did, Sugar Ray Leonard did, Sugar Ray Robinson did, Danny Jacobs did. That's not running. That's not running.
That's skill.
That's skill. No, we're not talking about Willie Pep because Willie Pep isn't black. It's this stigmatism with black Americans that were, the slick black fighter, and the few dudes that fought like that, those were the dudes who was getting propagated the most, and they was the dudes who stayed on the perimeter of the ring and would not engage or would be reluctant to engage, and that's been this notion that all the slick black American fighters that shit is getting to is just, and now it's morphed into this shit right here, this misunderstanding of what Floyd Mayweather did. Even as an outboxer, dog, the shit is getting ridiculous. You are not supposed to fight or to run in a fight. If you using your feet, you have to fight. You don't win a fight by using your feet. You win a fight by using your fucking hands, dog. That's the point in all this shit. So you can't blame Turki al-Sheikh for punishing motherfuckers who fight like that. And you damn sure can't blame the consumer and the viewer. You can't do that shit. And if you do,
all I know is
And hold on
running.
1 second, Silas. 1 second. I want to pay these 2 bills.
Yeah.
I want to go to Max Park Street. Then I'll come back right to you. Mrs. Mirage says Kyron Davis was blocking with his face recently, and so I just wanted you to know that. Mrs. Mirage says Kyron Davis was blocking with his face. Just Domo says I was on a work meeting. What the fuck just happened? And one baller says Solidus Shields didn't hold the BLM riots accountable. That's fucked up.
Come on, man. See, that's just
that's fucked up.
Hey, a lot of Mexicans were rioting with blacks when that was going on.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Mrs. Mirage says Ashy Knuckles looks like the president of the debate club compared to Solidus T. I agree with that.
Nuke, can I have the
I agree with that.
I actually had a question.
Let me finish these bills, and I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna let you guys get it right. Edgar Moreno says Finito Lopez didn't get hit and was Floyd's idol. Edgar Moreno also says victim hypocrite mentality. Keep the same energy. He said this during Solidus' speech. Borat's mustache. Look at
he talked like a white guy.
I don't like that language, man.
Borat's mustache says Happy Pride Month to Boxing Talk, the guy that just left. Flame on 24, Solidus T, Blouse, and the Haneys. Happy Pride Month to all you guys. That's
nah, man, come on.
I ain't even mad at that one. I ain't even mad at that one. Hold on. Borat's mustache says Flame on sound like Spence after the accident and the Bud beatdown. Damn, he went at you, Flame. Oh man. Lord Scante said Bud is gonna have a Mikey Garcia. I think I see something moment. Santiago Cervantes says they all say Canelo's basic until they get in the ring. That's a good point. Edgar Moreno says so all of the 168 fighters and 75 fighters moved? No, they didn't. JMA says Crawford, broken nose, bruised ribs, knee on the floor, no mas. And Domo says boxing is when a motherfucker can fight at all ranges and adjust to whatever. These motherfuckers get in there with a game plan to run, see the last round and brag, shaking my head. This is what Mills said. It's different. A motherfucker can fight at all ranges, make adjustments. That's what Steel Mills fucking tried to tell you. That's it. This is the best definition I've seen.
Domo, you got to get your ass up here, man.
Damn, Domo is cooking with butter. Oh, man. Mrs. Mirage says Flame on 24 been missing since Gervonta Tank Davis got that draw. Damn. Oh, man. I think we got everybody in. And so, hold on. Let me go to Max Guzman. Then we're going to go to my brother Park Street, and we're going to circle back around and hit. Solid is still. Round 1 Flame on. Max, what's up, Max? You've been hearing all this. You've been seeing the running.
No,
what do you got to say, Max?
I just wanted to keep it respectful. I for starters, I don't really like that whole like racism shit because honestly, it's actually quite ironic. I was having a talk. I was having a talk with some of my family members about boxing because we love it. So we were having this discussion, but I don't want to really touch upon that. I more so want to talk about the whole. I agree with Turk about the whole no running thing because I think a lot of people mistake something for something. Like for me, I think like the most beautiful like examples I always kind of use. I've kind of shared this a little from time to time when I ever have a chance of like pure boxing where yes, you have movement involved, but you're still hitting, setting up shots and finishing of the fight. And I think the first best example would be like Joshua and Usyk, the first fight. Because I always go back to that fight, and I think that was the best display of boxing. Is what I think. Devin Haney, Scull, all those other guys that, you know, do all this run and hug and run and hit need to take a page out of. But I think if they can just follow like Dimitri Bivol, I think it's like the second best example with what he did with Canelo and even who was he fought another fighter that same year. I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment, but Zurdo, there we go. Yeah. Right. And that's what I think that a lot of like these like Haney's like not Haney like I mean he's the only one I could think of at the moment. I think in his mind he feels like he's that like and he's not, and because he thinks he's fighting like the style of Dimitri Bivol, which if styles make fight, he needs to take a page and actually go back to like go back to the amateurs because like his style of fighting is just horrendous. Like seriously, and the one time he tried to stand toe to toe with somebody, that ended him in an embarrassment. So, well, I guess what I'm trying to share is like, you know, with the whole rules, I'm more so hoping these fighters that follow that trend of running take a page out of an idea like, okay, like I mean, I don't think they're ever going to adapt to that. They're going to stick to their hit and run or hit and hug, which just pisses me off. But like, I more so just wanted to say that if these guys can like just adapt to a fighting style, I think Dimitri Bivol or Usyk's like style should be the one that like hits the fence. Because I find it funny that Devin Haney, being a bit of a weight bully, still needs to run. I'm thinking like, you're still heavier than the guys. Why are you running? Like, what the hell? I mean, I'll leave it up there for now because I don't have a lot of time. I mean, I hope I make some points, but
you did good, Max.
Definitely.
You did good, Max. And everybody's saying you look like Isaac Cruz in the comments. Fuck y'all. This is my boy Max Guzman. He's a real one.
That's fucked up, bro.
Every time I come to your live,
that's
it's
my boy.
Work, so I try to sneak some time in, but it's always hard to get in onto your podcast. But I mean, I only have so much time at the moment, so I just wanted to leave off with that at the moment. So
Max, you did
I just want to hear your
brother.
response, and then I'll get off the chat just because I too got to get back to work. But I mean, if you have any response to what I say, am I making any sense here?
I think you made perfect sense. I think you broke it down very, very well. And I think we can all agree with you on that same point. And Devin Haney, but you also look at guys like William Scull. Dude's just happy to see the 12th round. I don't like that mentality going into a fight. Park Street, my brother. I know
hey,
the floor
I
is
won't
yours.
take up too much of your time. I do got to get back to work. But hey, thank you for letting me chat, man. I'm gonna try to get on your next live as best I can.
Cuídate, bro.
Max.
You have a good one. Bye bye.
Yeah, so you know,
I just don't say bye bye to men, so I can't be like bye bye to Max. But peace, Max. Peace, Max. All right, Park Street, talk to me, my brother.
Yeah, you know, so when I come up here, because you know, I'm a casual. You know, everybody knows.
Oh, Park.
So,
man, no, you're not, Park. Why you keep saying that, fam?
I got Coach Cloud on here, and Coach New. I got to learn some things, right? Now, I hear a lot of people talking about having the speed advantage and Bud having the footwork. But to my casual knowledge, can't those things be counteracted? Like, can't speed be counteracted with timing and quickness?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Yes.
Timing is speed's worst enemy. Yes.
You know,
absolutely.
Right. Foot placement. Right. So when they say these things about Canelo and how Bud is just gonna come in here and just dominate him, it's like, when has he ever fought anybody with the actual skill set to stop him in his tracks that can take what he does best and take it away from you?
I think he's talking to Flame On and Solid is. I think that's what we're talking to.
But you spitting because I mean, look, Canelo's fought a lot of guys who were faster than him, and he was able to counteract that by using his skills, his timing, and all of that, and his counterpunching ability. But some guys will still say that Canelo's basic. If you were basic, you wouldn't be able to do that. You just be, using your face as a pinata.
I mean, if you were right, if he was basic, he wouldn't have set up that shot against Amir Khan. That shot was timed.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. Do y'all think that Triple G, Bivol, even a Danny Jacobs, a Callum Smith, like, do we think that Bud has a better jab than all of those guys? Do we think that Bud has a better jab than Floyd Mayweather? Like, do we really think that the top fighters that Canelo has fought, that the one thing that they said Bud is going to use,
he got a better jab than Jacobs?
All right, that's cool. That's cool. If we can agree on that, we can agree on that. But that's 1 out of the 10 names that I just gave. So when we really talk about, damn, this is Bud's best thing, he's going to utilize that jab. It's like, when has Bud ever fought somebody that can take away a jab?
Damn.
That's a fair point.
That's a good point.
I'm trying to think.
That's a good point.
I mean, I want to say Madrimov kind of did it a little bit, but not too.
And that's the whole point of what I'm saying. Thank you, Clavo, Coach Clavo. He caught what I was throwing.
I don't know if we want to say that. Let's pause on that one.
No, I said just a little bit.
I don't know if we want to say that.
No, like just a little bit. He did. He was just a little bit.
That was crazy.
Ready them up.
No, but you're on point, Park Street. You're on point.
Okay, and I've been waiting my turn here, but pretty much just to this whole thing, about like we want certain fighters to fight certain styles, because of their background and race. I hate that point. Legitimately, I will support great fighters no matter what the color of skin they are, if they are great fighters, if they're daring to be great. It's why Virgil Ortiz is a favorite fighter of mine. Why Usyk's a favorite fighter of mine. It's why I have all the respect and love for Inoue, my favorite fighter. Like, it don't matter what color of skin you are. Let me put it to y'all like let me put it to y'all like this. And Clavo and Nuke will remember this. I called out Cepeda for how bad he looked in the farmer fights.
Yep.
Especially the second one when Tevin Vandermeer was one-armed after round 2, and you still couldn't knock him out. So I called out Cepeda because I strongly think Shakur's going to absolutely wash Cepeda. I'm dead serious on that. And that's, so-called me not supporting the black fighter. Well, that debunks that. And because I called that, and Nuke and Clavo will remember this, I was being called an N-word lover on socials, if Nuke remembers.
Yeah, they were calling Hit Kid some crazy things, but the thing I'll give Hit Kid about it is he don't hold on to that and be like, well, all people saying this, all people. There's an idiot in every group. That's really just just the way the world works. There's an idiot in every group.
The problem is, I think the race card is.
There's more than one if you let them speak too.
It shouldn't be like, I know it gets used to in politics and all that, and fucking society these days, but it's a fucking cop out. It's a fucking cop-out. Legitimately, I will criticize fighters if I think they are going with wrong energy. It's why I've always criticized Tank Davis. I think he's always gone with the wrong energy. It's why I don't like the movements. It's why with Benavidez, even though I'm liking his call-outs, I'm like, can you sign a fight? Can you sign a fight? That's all I'm asking.
No Benavidez, bro. No, please.
No. I'm not, Clavo, I'm not going on a rant over it.
And they want to see you call up.
It's why I didn't like Billy Joe Saunders, who was white and British and all that. Because the man talked too much in his own ass. And when Canelo broke his face, I was celebrating.
One second. Jesus Banda says not all Latinos are Mexican, Solidus, and yet you keep saying Mexicans. LOL. So is that fair, Solidus, that you're not referring to all the Latinos that are saying this? Because all of them are likely not Mexican.
And I'm a Mexican who
I ain't going.
Latino, because that's a whole bunch. So if you're gonna say Mexicans, say it, but at the same time, Mexican style, bro, is for a reason, bro. They gotta sell fucking shit. They gotta sell tickets.
Supreme says, Bud, those not have a weak chin. Wake up, Canelo, those facts. I'm not sure what Preem's saying here. Hold on. Let me.
He's saying that Bud does not have a chin.
Oh, he does not have a chin.
All I got to say is all of these fighters should fight the same style and adapt based on what they specialize in. All of these fighters should know how to use the jab. All of these fighters should know how to counter punch.
Hold on. Can I say something? I love Supreme. I think that's a bit unfair because it would be just. Does Bud have a chin at 168? Probably not, due to the difference in power and all that, and potentially weight. I think that's a fair point. But would we say Bud had a chin in his natural weight class? The only time he was the rock was back off, Sani, Onis, and Gamboa. Like, he had not the best.
And Kavalauskas.
Yeah, Kavalauskas and Gamboa. He didn't have the best chin, but would we say he had resiliency? Absolutely.
And hold on, but even though his chin, he never got knocked out or nothing. So I don't feel like it's fair that we can.
He had a good chin.
So I don't feel like it's fair to Bud to say that he doesn't have a chin. If that's what you're saying, Preem, I think Bud's got a chin at 68. That's to be determined. That's more of what we got to figure out. Yeah. Mills, do you think Bud got a chin, or do you think that now? I don't believe that he's invincible. Let me just clear that up. I think Bud can definitely get hurt, and I think Canelo can definitely put him to sleep. But I'm just saying,
definitely,
do you believe
man.
that there's a chin there, or what do you think on that one, Mills?
I think he has a chin. I do think Kavaliauskas has dropped him, but I do think Kavaliauskas is a respectable puncher.
Yes.
I don't think, man. Just listen. I said it before, man. Canelo, in his tenure at 168 pounds, has broken orbital bones, noses, and biceps. Arms. Yeah. You did this dude. So, like, at some point, you're only gonna jump up so many divisions before your chin is not gonna be what it once was. You know what I'm saying? So, I do think Canelo. I know for a fact Canelo has the power to down him. You dig? I don't think it's. I think it. If Bud wins this fight, it's gonna be due to his durability and his IQ and a really good game plan. So yeah, he has a chin, but at 68, it's hard to say his chin is gonna be what it was at 147, 135, 140, 154. But I do think he has a chin. But I don't think.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
If the game plan from Bud is to a T and it helps him win the fight, where does this put Bormack in like all-time trainers?
Oh, he's up there. He's up there.
I think it's a fair question to ask.
That's a great question to ask. He's up there. That means he would have outcoached Eddie Reynoso, one of the best trainers in the business. He's really just done something tremendous in taking Bud into this camp. I don't know. I think he'd have to be top 5 all time at that point. I mean, then Bud is just really is a once in a generational talent, and so getting that type of win would really set him apart as well in history.
Definitely.
I think it's a fair question to ask.
I mean, I think the fair question is, bro, should we really be getting this fight?
I gotta go out of emergency.
I like it. I'm glad it's happening, but should it be happening?
Edgar, what's up, my brother?
Repeat that.
What's up, Nuke? What's up? Salute to everybody.
Salute to you, Edgar. Was you listening to anything, man? And did you hear anything that was going on?
Yeah. I mean, I started listening, I guess, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes ago. I guess when Flame On and someone else was on there talking about Canelo never beat anybody or all this other stuff, and he's not in the weight on and shit. And that's why I made my comment. I'm like, so all the fighters at 168 and 175 that he beat, they moved up? Like, what the fuck? What are we talking about?
Damn.
And yeah, I mean, and I mean, I'm not trying to bring up the race thing up again, but it just seems like Solid is, you're still in the chat and shit, but like every time you're the one to bring it up, and every time we mention like Haney, you start talking a certain kind of way, and it's like the people in the live chat, they're just gonna egg you on, and you don't know how to block it out. And I'm Mexican, and I've dealt throughout my life, and I've seen my family and friends and whatever deal with racist shit. The difference is we don't sit there and cry wolf about it. We don't sit there and fucking cry a river about it. We just fucking just strap up our boots and go to work the next fucking day or go take care of business.
Word, that's what's up, yo.
But
let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest, man. Yeah, Bud doesn't have a chin.
I hear what he's saying, but it's not necessarily flat out racism. It's a boxing thing I'm really focusing on. I'm using race into the boxing, but I'm talking about boxing, not necessarily racism.
Yeah,
but I
that's
get
why
what he's saying.
About MMA, because I don't see that shit in the MMA community, bro. I don't see it in the MMA.
I don't do MMA because they wrestle too much in MMA, so I'm not really into MMA.
No, I'm just saying the community, because I watched the whole fight game, and the only shit I see is boxing is the LGBT. I don't see that shit in the MMA community. I don't see none of that.
Oh well, I don't follow the MMA. I can't comment on that. But in boxing, that goes on a lot, and this is irritating. But other than that, I'm not really tripping off no Mexican, whatever the fuck they say. I don't really care like that. It's just a boxing thing.
Bro, look, in MMA, you got Mexicans were hating on Joe Piper because he pulled out of Mexico and said he'll never fight in Mexico.
That's too bad. I don't follow MMA.
In wrestling, no, I'm just saying, right? So people were just lashing out on him. People.
Whoa, what happened?
Oh, did we lose someone?
He lost. He got lost.
Round one was talking and he took off.
He'll be back on. All
right, regardless, man. No more skin politics, man.
And Nuke, I'm sorry to cut in again.
Yeah.
And like, I guess the topic was stop running. And like, bro, I mean, I've been a boxing fan almost all my, as far as I could fucking remember when I was a 8-10-year-old watching Chavez fights with family and shit. Like, there has been plenty of fucking fighters, Leonard, fucking Sweet Pea, Winky, like Finito Lopez in the Mexican community. Like that is the fucking, if you really want to say you're a boxing fan and you like the sweet science was a fucking term I think the Mayweather camp came up with, but like that is the purity of boxing. Like those people like Sweet Pea, Ray Leonard, Willie Pep, fucking going all the way back, like those motherfuckers adjusted to whoever the fuck was coming to them, read them, timed them, and hit them, because that is what you're getting paid for at the end of the fucking day. You're getting paid to beat the other man into submission any which fucking way that you can. You are not getting paid to run a marathon or hug and clinch and just pity pat jab like in the amateurs or in the Olympics. This is pro fucking boxing. You want a big fucking payday? Then you better fucking throw some big bombs and lay that motherfucker out.
And one thing I will say is that I put on a video a few videos back, and when I said Andy Cruz is one of my up and comer boxers, I think that I really like him. I want to see what he can do or whatever. And I don't know if people say that he runs whatever, but he gets hit. And I think one thing is some people say he get hit a little too much or whatever, but that's part of boxing. You're gonna take some shots. Everybody gonna take some shots, and I don't think that's like when people were trying to shit on Boots. Somehow he get hit too much. Nah, he's gonna take some shots. I mean, anybody that's really trying to get that smoke is gonna take a shot here or there. You know, that's all I'm saying. Preem, can you clear up what you said? Bud ain't got no chin, is what you saying, or does he have a chin?
My bad, man. These little typos should be going crazy, but I ain't have time to go back on it. Yo, he does. Listen, let's be honest. All right, he had a chin for the people he faced in his division, Bud, right? For the people he had in his division, right? So now we talking about he's going against Canelo, a natural 168. I don't care how many muscles we spoke about this, Noob. I don't care how many muscles you broke on. I don't care how many times you run around the block. That does not put muscles on your chin. If you're a suspect with your chin, you're a suspect with your chin. Crawford is a suspect with his chin. Now he's going up to a man. Let's forget about Canelo's style. People keep saying, oh, his style, his weight, his his mother effing chin. It's been hit with everybody, every weight, 175 to down, it's hit Canelo's chin. That's the problem with all the boxers that face him. They ain't mad at his style. They ain't mad at his strength, even though they mad at his motherfucking chin. All right, because his chin don't go down.
That's chin in boxing.
All right, so now you got to ask yourself this question. Y'all, everybody's performing. Oh, we're facing because of the way he did with William Scull, blah, blah, blah. Y'all really fucking, first of all, William Scull is a big dude. He has long arms. Yeah, he can fight off that back foot. He can run all day. You think Crawford could do that? Absolutely not. He can't do that. He's not going to do that at 168. He can't do those moves that William Scull does. He can't. He doesn't long arms like that. He can't do that. So he's going to have to face reality. And then we got to see if Bud is really a dog. If he's going to stand there and trade with another counterpuncher that hits harder than him, that his fucking chin is iron. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to ask yourself, are you ready for that? That's what you got to ask yourself for. Everybody talking about the weight, the style, the this. No, esto, papi, right here. This right there. That's what counts in boxing.
Damn, Preem said we're going to find out if Bud is really a dog like that. Flame on, did you hear this, man? Cook with butter?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. I'm grabbing me something to eat right quick. No kidding.
Preem's on the money.
I think Supreme is chopping it up. I mean, Mills, you got anything to say with that? I mean, Preem told you what Bud couldn't do. I mean, we good on that? You guys feel any kind of way about that?
Man, you thought Morrell was gonna beat Benavidez, man.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Don't talk about that flame thong. Don't talk about that flame thong. Let me tell you something. You be disappearing. You be disappearing and coming back.
Come on, man. I just ain't. I really ain't been on.
I'm off, guys. Have a good night.
It been a lot.
Yo, Flame. Listen, Flame. Let's be honest, Flame. Listen, let's be honest. Bud cannot fight off that back foot against a pressure fighter like Canelo. Canelo's gonna come in. And he's gonna come in and test, but you're gonna put him in deep waters.
You gotta ask yourself. He can do it, but he can't do it.
It's not that he's gonna do it. It's gonna get done. It's gonna get done. The thing is, like I tell everybody on the panel, it's Bud the dog that everybody's talking about. Oh, he got shot in the head. He drove himself to the hospital. I get all that. That's instinctive stuff. That's when you're scared and your adrenaline's running and you got to save yourself. God bless him. But this is boxing. Totally different animal that's coming at him. All right, we're talking about the best chin in boxing that's coming at him. And Bud does not have the power to knock out Canelo.
He don't got to knock him out.
Okay, so what's he gonna do? So what he gonna do? Listen, he's no Sugar Ray Leonard. He's no Sweet Pea Whitaker. All right, he's none of these people that are slick fighters. Now you comparing it, he's not a slick fighter.
He's not slick?
No, he's not slick. Who? Because he did to Earl Spence. What he did to Earl Spence, boo-hoo. That's nothing. That is not Canelo. You jumping up two sides against a man who been through war. Remember Canelo, man, he lost to Floyd Mayweather. He learned from that. All right, he hasn't lost ever since until he said, you know what? I want to try something new. Let me go to 175 and go see my man Bivol, which is the best second defensive fighter in the world, if you ask me, because he's nice with defense and was real good all around at that time. And he lost. You understand what I'm saying? But look at the gap. Look at the gap. Just because your man Bud didn't lose, he fucking fights once a year. He is not going to beat Canelo. He's going to go in there. He's going to test it out. I promise you, once that jaw gets tapped, it's going to be over. It's over. You cannot keep a guy like Canelo off of you.
No knockout, though.
You cannot keep a guy like Canelo off of you. Not even Scull could keep him off. Listen, not even Scull could have got off him. He still beat him by body shot. May have been the worst punches in history. Who gives a damn? Tank don't throw punches like that either. But the point is, he got to touch him. He touched him, and your man Bud doesn't move like William Scull at all. No way in fucking hell. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna be disappointed in this fight. I'm gonna give Bud. Oh, he's gonna come in, fill him out first round, second round, third round. When it goes deep water and your man get tapped in the chin,
that's when
it's
the
over.
Gonna happen right there. When it goes,
it's over.
Water. That's when
it's over. It's over.
Say, damn boy, them boys.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna say,
right.
damn boy. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, damn boy. I feel sorry for motherfucking Bud. Damn, yo. Damn. He should never done that. And I get it. He's chasing, and let's get it right. He's chasing greatness. Listen, Bud is chasing greatness. Look, Bud is chasing greatness. I ain't gonna lie. He said, fuck it, let me just go up here and try to stop this Canelo guy. But we know, you know, and I know, and everybody in this panel know that Bud is not gonna beat Canelo. I'm sorry. And you know Bud, if you know Bud real good, Bud is a fighter. He's not really known as a runner. No, I'm saying he is not a runner. If you know Bud and you follow Bud, he's not really like a dude to run from you all day.
He's gonna do a lot of different things. He's not gonna fight.
Oh no. He could do whatever he want to do. The point is, can he hurt Canelo? Does he have the power to destroy that chin? It's not happening, man. Y'all gotta wake up.
This what you saying. Y'all are just saying he gonna get ran through. Y'all not saying how Canelo gonna do it. This is what I'm saying. If the fight, let's say, don't nobody get knocked out, stop, drop, nothing. You talking about skill for skill on points? He's not gonna.
All right, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna listen to what you say right now. I'm gonna listen to what you say right now. But your man Bud, just like every boxer, listen, just like every boxer in the world, they're gonna get hit in the face, both of them. And we know for a fact, whatever Bud throws at him, it's not gonna hurt Canelo. And once Canelo takes that,
human, bro.
We know that. We know that. Flame, stop it, Flame. We know that shit ain't gonna hurt him, bro.
Listen, we know he's human. Hey, no, I got him because right now he's in a fantasy world. He's in a fantasy world. Canelo, listen, Canelo is human.
Bud can't hurt Canelo, bro.
Canelo, listen, flame on. Canelo is human. Listen, Canelo is human. Listen, but I'm agreeing with you. He is human. I'm agree with you 100%. But how many humans got in that ring and tried that chin?
Try whose chin? What you saying?
Canelo's chin.
Who else is, man?
How many humans?
You talking about Cotto brother?
How many humans went in there and tried his chin through all the division that he went up to? Call them. Name them all. Name them all if you want. Go ahead. Keep going.
Damn near 70.
Just keep going. It's a lot of people.
Floyd, you know what I'm saying?
Just keep going.
But that's the thing. You said he got hurt him. Did Floyd hurt Canelo?
Canelo was a young. First of all, Floyd's not hurting nobody. Floyd ain't hurting nobody. First of all, Bud is no Floyd. Bud is no Floyd. So let's get that out the way. Let's get that out the way. You're comparing salchichon. Listen, you're comparing salchichon soup, salchichon de sopa with chicken noodle soup. That shit's not working.
Hold on, Preem. Let me answer the question. Here's the thing. Hold on, Preem. Let me answer it. Flame on is absolutely right. Floyd didn't have to hurt Canelo, and neither did Bivol. But you have to understand those two fights are outliers. The reason why they're outliers is because those two guys has strategic advantages on Canelo that Bud won't have.
Okay,
So
okay,
Canelo,
but
hold on, let me finish. Flame. I'm gonna let you talk. Just let me finish. Just let me finish. And when I'm talking about Floyd fought Canelo. Hold on, Floyd fought Canelo at 23 with a catch weight at a weight class that Canelo Alvarez won't feel those same issues. This is arguably Canelo's best weight class, so it's going to be a different Canelo that Bud's going to be fighting. Number two, you also look at Dimitri Bivol when you see Canelo went up. I wouldn't say 175 was Canelo's best. We'll all say 68 is. Even then, Bivol he has a lot of skills, height, reach, all of that. And so then when you look at it, they're just two completely different fighters from Bud, and they're fighting in a different weight class. Now, hold on, let me finish, Flame. Now, if Bud can turn around and be the third fighter to beat Canelo like that in a different weight class, at 168 at Canelo's best weight, that'll be a better win than Floyd has on Canelo. That'll be a better win than Bivol has on Canelo, to me, because Bud did it in Canelo's best weight class. But I don't believe that is going to be the case. But I mean, I don't think Bud can hurt him. That's what I'm saying. And I believe for Bud's keys to victory, he's going to need to be able to slow down Canelo some way. And Bud has too many defensive laps that you can't fix in one camp. You can't fix those many. For all the people that say Boots get hit, Bud get hit a lot. When I seen Matrimov land 5 straight rights on his ass, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And you got to think about that. And it's not no diss at Bud, because Bud is so great, he can overcome shit. Maybe Canelo clocks him with something, he overcomes it and still pull that shit out. You don't know. My whole thing is, I do believe Bud needs to be able to be able to land some hard shots on Canelo and really affect him, but I don't think he has the power at 68 to do that. This Bud at 68 ain't the Bud that is at 47. This is a different Bud, Flame. That's all I'm trying to get you to see. This is not the same Bud fighting the same caliber of guys. He's never fought nobody like this before. This is going to be a different situation.
Mm-hmm. Different body shots.
If Madrimov made it look human, Canelo's going to make him look.
Yo, let me tell you something. Different body shots, Flame On. I'm trying to tell you, different body shots, different type of pain that's going to go to your brain and say, damn, do I want this smoke? Do I want this smoke, or do I got to get out of here? Let me tell you something. It's going to be different pain. Even if Canelo hits you on your elbow, you're going to feel it. Even if he hits you on your shoulders, you're going to feel it. But this is a different type of punching power. Oh, he gone. He disappeared. This is a type of different punching power. That's why I come somebody put the body bag. Put the body bag. I'm running niggas out the show. I'm running niggas out the show.
Hold on. Pre, let me find out you know my Flame On?
Yeah, I said Flame Thong. Get him out of here.
Oh, Flame Thong. Oh, no, not Flame Thong.
Get him out of here.
Say, man, another one bites the dust.
That's right. That's what we do here in this panel. Don't come talking shit over here.
Mirage, shut your bitch ass up already, bro. You on this chat too long, man.
Flame back.
Hey, I had to get my food.
This shit still eating? God damn.
I was getting it. I was at a food truck and it was noisy and shit. Man, listen, this the point.
You could have just
put it on mute. You put it on mute like this. Look.
I'm saying, like, I opened the fucking tab through, like, it's not on Safari or no shit.
All right, so let me finish my point on you. We're talking about a different punching power. Different punching power in the stomach. So your man is going to hold 168. He's at 168 in the ring, getting hit in his stomach with a different type of power. A different type, and I mean power in the shoulders, in the elbows, everything. Your man is not going to stand a chance. He's going to try to make it look good. He's going to try to hold on the best way he can. I see him getting knocked the fuck out if he dares to stand toe-to-toe with Canelo.
That's what's up, man.
And Bud is going to do it. I'll tell y'all remember me. Bud's going to stay there. He's going to try to trade. At one point, he's going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to trade with this dude.
Oh, no.
And that's when it's over. No, so everybody tries. Listen, Flame On. Everybody tries. Edgar tried it. Motherfucking Hyman tried it. Everybody that he fought has tried it. Let me stand toe to toe with him.
Hyman to Bud?
But who is Bud? Who the fuck is Bud?
Hyman got knocked out by a motherfucker with 5 fucking
No. Don't get that. Don't even talk about that. We're talking about Hyman when he fought Canelo. We're talking about Hyman when he fought Canelo.
Man, let Flame go, bro. Let's see what he says.
I'm not saying that Canelo can't beat him, bro. All I'm saying, what I was saying about the Floyd shit was the fact that, okay, Floyd never hurt Canelo. He won.
He schooled him, but yeah.
Laura had a close fight with Bud, but he never hurt Canelo. Bivol, I mean, he beat him decisively. I never seen Canelo hurt. But at the same time, y'all will keep talking about what Bud can't do, what Bud can't do that they can do. They didn't fight Canelo the same way. Floyd and Bivol did not fight Canelo the
I can't
same,
say
but they
what Bud
beat
does.
him.
I can't say what Bud does, but if you,
Bruh,
I
bruh,
promise you, if
bruh,
you
bruh,
put
I
Bud,
ain't even
how
fucking
do you feel
done. I
about
didn't
Bud
even
fighting?
see what
How
I'm
would you
saying,
feel about
bro.
Bud fighting
You
Edgar
got it,
Berlanga
bro.
now?
You got it, bro. Because I can't even talk. That shit
I mean,
bullshit. I ain't say
you
nothing,
can
bro.
talk all you want, but it's facts. It's crazy.
I know. You.
Your facts are
When you
crazy. Just
talk,
turn
I
it
don't
around.
say shit. But when I say something, you want to overtalk me and shit.
Go ahead, say what you got to say, though. I'm gonna give you the floor.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
put it on mute.
So,
Look,
like I said, Bud does not have to have what they got. They don't have what he got. They don't have what each other got. But they got the job done. Like I said, if Canelo don't stop this motherfucker by at least, I say 7 to 8, he gonna walk. Bud is gonna walk away with it. Y'all keep thinking, oh, he gotta be Floyd, he gotta be Bevo. He don't gotta do shit but be Bud.
all right,
They
Flame.
beat Canelo. They wasn't trying to beat nobody
All
else.
right. So can you say? Can
Hold
you
on.
tell
I
me?
just like to
Can you?
jump in here real quick.
Hell yeah.
I like to jump in here real quick. Bud can't be Bud and win this fight. The Bud we seen against Mandramov, Kavalauskas, those Buds
Facts.
get stomped on by Canelo. That
Facts.
Bud can't come in this fight. We
Just
need a
about to say
Bud.
that.
No. Bud has great, is an excellent fighter. But the Bud we need to win this fight is going to be a Bud that's 100% tighten up on his defense. Like he gonna have to walk on water. Like he gonna have to do it without getting fucked up because any shot can lay him down. That there's a real danger in there, and a lot of people don't believe how serious that danger. How many people Canelo didn't lock that in? All right, William Scull ran from Canelo, and he still landed all those body shots.
Body shots.
One of them bodies can hurt Bud. As good as
Why?
Bud is,
But it
a
didn't
Canelo
hurt
only need
Skull though.
one. Just
He
think
didn't
about
drop
that. And
Skull.
Bud does not even have the physical build of a William Skull. That's just
How
to
No.
you
say
know
that.
that?
So
How
you got to think about it.
what's
But
Skull's
if Bud
dimension?
could, hold on, Flame. If Bud could survive at 168, he would be fighting there consistently, but he can't because he ain't built like that. He's an excellent fighter, but he's not built for the conditions Canelo's built to be in. One
How?
guy's built to be in a smaller condition, while the other one's built to be in with different types of lions and sharks. Bud can't swim with a Bivol. He wouldn't win one round against Bivol. He wouldn't even do it. Canelo at least won about 4.
You're
So when you
crazy.
talk about this, Bud can't go in there and win one.
You're
It's
crazy.
just very different because these guys are just built differently. So Bud's going to have to win this by being the very best version of himself and outside of what he normally does. Because he can't go in there and say, oh, I'm finna dog him. That ain't finna happen. That's you got to change your expectation. Bud, no, he can't play that game. That's playing with fire, bro.
We're gonna be
And
talking
let
about
me
it
tell
till
Flame on, Flame
September,
on.
but y'all
I'm gonna
gonna
be on.
see, bro.
I'm gonna roll with you on this
Y'all
one,
gonna
Flame. I'm gonna be
see.
honest. I think Bud. I'm gonna be honest. Bud is good, but if you ask me, my opinion and the way we coach the kids and everything, if I was his coach and shit, I would have said, listen, Bud, we got to go test the waters at 168 before we go see Canelo. You know, why don't we try a Edgar Berlanga or these guys first before we even go over there and test Canelo? He wants to go straight, jump up 2 sizes. And once you see it,
Preem. Is this a cash out or is this a legacy fight?
this is
It's
a
both.
cash out, bro.
It's both.
He's
This
telling
ain't no
us both.
legacy fight. It's a cash out. It's a
How is
Fuck
it
cash
that.
not a
out.
That's what I've been
legacy fight
saying.
when it's two of the
Mills, is
best
this?
fighters in the
Hold on.
world
I gotta
fighting?
go. I gotta fly to Nebraska on this one. I gotta fly to Nebraska.
Yeah.
I gotta
No,
check
it's
in. No, I
it's
gotta
about
check
the
in
money. All
Nebraska.
these motherfuckers fighting Canelo for the money. Like, come
I
on
get it.
now.
I get it. The payday's great, but
No,
Bud's
we
gonna
get
make
that.
that bread against it because Turkey was holding hands with Bud, so he gonna do whatever Bud want him to do. So I mean, look, they were holding hands, hanging out, doing
He gave
whatever
him
they
a
was
pot
doing.
ring.
So Bud gonna get paid regardless. Bud didn't have to fight Canelo. Bud gonna get paid regardless.
There's no other
That's
lucrative
right.
So
fight for him but
no. Bud
Canelo.
gonna get paid regardless. Bud could have fought anybody and get paid because Turkey was
Not the
holding hands.
money he
That's
gonna
his
get to
boy.
fight Canelo. Like, don't even do
I'm
that.
sorry. Turkey loves him a big bowl of Bud. We know that. Now
Hell
let me
yeah.
go to Nebraska. Now I'm just talking shit, Mills.
Let's go to
Let me go to
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Mills, is this a cash out fight for Bud, or is this a real
I
legacy fight? Flame
I
on
think
says
it's.
it's both.
I
I don't
agree with
know.
Flame. I agree with Flame. I mean, because the thing, if you beat Canelo, bro, think of where that puts you in the think where that puts you in the books. You know what I'm saying? But if you lose to Canelo, bro, that show is gonna be undeniable. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Yo,
I
Mil,
think
so
it's a
you
lot.
tell me, let's say we beat
It's
Canelo.
a
Let's
win-win for
hypothetically say
Bud,
he wins the
regardless.
168. He wins the 168. Are you going to tell me that Brock Crawford is going to stay there at 168,
No.
keep the legacy going against Bud, against Edgar Berlanga, against all those big monsters that are there?
Berlanga is not a
Nah.
No,
legacy
listen.
fight,
The
dude.
answer is no. It's a fucking cash out.
Mm-mm.
It's a cash out. I don't care what anybody say. It's
That's what
cash
I
out.
said. I'm trying to
I'm
tell
not mad
you.
at
Why would
that.
Bud fight
I
Edgar
Edgar, is this
definitely
a
ain't mad at
cash
that.
out fight, Edgar?
I said it from the get go, bro. It's a fucking payday. Like, yo,
Then I'll do it.
he's he's riling up his fans and his his side of the table or his side of the crowd. But in all honestly, he don't give two shits, bro. He's 38. He wants to make his 30, 40, maybe $50 million on that night and ride off into the sunset, hopefully with no damage.
100 million.
Crypto Bori, is this a cash out, bro?
Come on, Nuke. You know what it is. Of course, it's a cash out, bro. Let's be real. His last paycheck versus Madrimov was like what? Couple mil. He's getting
Like
50
10, I
million.
think like
This is
10,
like
I think he had to touch at least 10
this
M's
is
on
I
that
20.
think it was like 10 million, bro.
That's
All right,
nothing compared to what
but
he's
he's
getting
getting
here.
50.
Hey,
He's never seen
Bud
50
been in
million in
here's
his
the
life.
thing. Bud been in
But I'm gonna say
heavyweight
this.
when he was in the top rank.
Like Supreme was saying, if you really about that shit and you believe in yourself, you would have fought Janabek at least at 160. Test yourself.
Woo!
But you're
Touch
not
yourself.
testing yourself. You couldn't.
Man, ain't no
And
fucking,
everybody
bro.
that's
This is
saying
a
that. Wait, let
business,
me finish.
bro.
Hold
Do
on.
you
I,
not even
I
know
understand. Y'all
that?
been yelling over each other. Just let me
Hold
fucking
on,
talk,
let
cause I'm
Crypto get
working. I
this
don't
one
got to
off.
say.
Let Crypto get this one
But
off.
but let's be fucking real. Madrimov, a guy with 10 fucking fights and a whole bunch of hype behind him, was fucking lighting up Crawford's face with straight lefts down the pipe at will.
Damn.
Crawford didn't even step on the gas versus Madrimov. Where was the fucking dog versus Madrimov?
Damn.
Virgil showed you the dog versus
Damn.
Madrimov. Beat the
Boom.
shit out of the guy. Madrimov had to
Damn.
fight dirty, headbutt, holding weight,
Damn.
shoulder bunt.
Cooking with
Yo,
butter.
Virgil showed Crawford you ain't a dog at 154, let alone 160, 168. Let's fucking be real. Cut the fucking bullshit. Crawford's 38 years old, going fucking 2 to 3 weight classes up. You think he's gonna be prime Crawford? Really? And even prime Crawford would still get his ass whooped at 168.
God, dog.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm
And
being
to be
honest.
honest, Crawford don't want to fight nobody no more. He would have had an in-between fight. He can't even
Thank
afford
you.
after the Madrimore fight to look
Exactly.
human again. So
That's
I
it.
don't
Just the
understand
wash.
why
My boy
everybody's capping
cooking.
for
My boy
Crawford
cooking.
when all Crawford did was give Canelo the easiest payday of his fucking life.
Oh
Easy
Damn.
money.
damn. Damn.
Easy fucking money,
Damn.
bro.
God
Oh
damn,
my
bro.
God.
Damn. Shout out to Steve though,
Damn.
running
That's
his
real talk.
mouth.
That's real
Facts.
talk right
That's
Cooking.
there.
facts.
Hold on, Mills,
That
Flame on
boy.
any rebuttals?
Easier
Bro,
than
listen.
Amir Khan, bro.
And when it comes to
Yeah,
wait, and I got another thing to say.
Listen,
I got
bro.
another thing to
Listen.
say. And when it comes
Damn.
to
The easiest
and when it comes
payday.
to skills, come on, shame on y'all
Madrimov had
motherfuckers
more
talking
Hey,
about
my
rebuttals than
boy, my
Crawford got
Canelo,
boy.
more
bro.
Hey,
skills.
hey,
Crawford got more
Still
skills
got
than
more.
Canelo. Crawford don't got no more fucking skills than Canelo. He's not more explosive than
Yes, he
Canelo.
do.
He don't
Yes, he
fucking
Skills
do.
go
and
to
skill
the
that
body like
compatible.
Canelo.
Yes, he do, bro.
Uh,
Yes,
He
he
don't
Skills and
do.
got the
skill that
fucking
compatible.
natural. Bro,
Yes, he do.
Canelo can sit in the pocket and roll with his chin. He rolls off punches, bro.
So
When the
does
Bud,
fuck you
Bud.
he
ever seen
do.
Crawford
Bud,
roll a
yeah,
fucking
we
punch off
have.
his chin?
We have.
No,
We
you
have.
haven't. You seen
No,
fucking
Yeah,
guy
we
like
have.
Me
no.
Machine.
He
You seen
lying.
a C class. You seen a C class fighter like Me Machine put the nigga down when he was just
hey,
fucking
a C
brawling.
class.
So you
Damn,
saying
cooking.
Damn.
Cavalakis is a C-level fighter?
Of course, what the fuck he's
Damn,
done
he
since then? He hasn't done shit.
cooking.
All
He
right. All right.
shit.
Oh my God.
Hey,
And,
my
and,
boy,
and y'all
I
give
like
this,
his
and you know
I
what's
like his
funny is
throws.
that nobody. I want to know where all these motherfucking Crawford fans was at when he was in Top Rank because they were all on fucking Earl Spence cock,
Yep,
right?
Oh my
exactly.
They were
God.
all on
Word.
Earl Spence cock, and then when
Oh my
fucking
God.
Crawford beats Earl Spence, a guy who was overrated to
That's
begin
true.
with, a one-dimensional fighter, could only fight going forward.
Oh
He
my
got
God.
fucking. Y'all want to roll out the red carpet like, oh, since we lost one, we got the other one here, Crawford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Crawford, Crawford.
That nigga
But
Crawford was hiding so bad that he had to fight with a
cut
bullshit
that shit out,
promotional
man.
company.
Cut that shit out. And then Crawford, all he's been doing is holding himself around. He didn't stay with PBC. He didn't stay with any American promotion company. When Turkey got into boxing, he did like what most of these niggas in America are doing. Holding hands, playing footsies for the fucking payday, bro. It's fucking sad. Crawford should be fighting Virgil Ortiz.
Y'all do know that the holding
Nah, he
hands
been
is a
ducking
part
him,
of their
Crypto.
culture over
He's
there,
been
right?
ducking him. He's
It's a
been
cash
ducking
out,
Virgil.
man.
Don't even put
Bottom
Virgil in there
line.
because you're scaring Crawford right now.
Damn, my boy.
Come on, bro.
Wait. Did he just say? Wait. Did Flaymon just say is something about the holding hands is a culture thing over there?
No,
It
it's not,
is.
man. It's a fight ring.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I want to hear this from Flame.
For real,
Hold
it
on, I
is,
want to hear
though.
this from
It is.
Flame. Hold on 1 second, Flame. Hold on 1 second, Flame. Is that a culture thing over there?
Yeah, it's like that's how they show their friendship over there. Like
Okay,
real
now
shit.
Flame, let me ask you this. No, hold on, Edgar, 1 second. 1 second, Edgar. 1 second. So if busting him in his ass a culture thing too, you gonna do that shit too?
Do
Some
what?
things go beyond their fucking culture.
You say do what?
If you kiss, what if they got some dude busting you in your ass and they say, well, that's a culture thing. A dude kissing you in your mouth, a culture thing. What about your culture?
But
My
ain't none of
culture
that
say I
shit.
don't get down like that.
Ain't
So
none of
I'm
that
sorry, I'm
happening.
not flying across the world playing with no man like that.
I ain't gonna have no man holding my hand like that. Hell no.
So you
Bro,
saying Bud fucking Turkey or something?
Bro, hold
Y'all
up.
saying Bud gay now?
I didn't say he was anything. I didn't
Bro,
say
bro,
Bud
But
was
I'm saying
anything,
you're
bro.
bro.
you're
I'm just
talking some
saying
gay
it
shit
looked
right now
crazy
about
to
busting
me.
cheeks and all
Yo,
type of shit. So
Nuke.
Yeah.
And by my recollection, the Muslim religion is the one that's worst against the pride community. So that's a little suspect, and that's why I
Yeah,
don't believe it's
exactly.
part of the fucking culture.
you
Yeah,
can
it's not.
Google it if you want to,
Exactly, bro.
bro.
For
Like
It's
it
real,
is.
not,
bro.
bro.
Hey,
The Muslim
Man,
community,
yo,
the
Flame on.
Muslim
That's like you
community
coming
is
off
the
the fucking
worst against the
airplane.
pride
Hey,
community.
Yeah, man.
listen.
That's like
I'm
you
just
Brother,
coming
I'm
off
saying.
gonna
the
be
Listen,
airplane
I'm
and
listen.
gonna
somebody
be honest
come
with
up
you
to
I
that.
guys. I
listen,
got
Hey,
listen.
Flame on, let me hold your hand.
I did
bruh.
research on it
It's
because
not
I
like
thought the shit was some crazy shit too.
All right,
But
well,
that's what I.
look, let me ask you a question. Let's just settle this real quick. Flame on. Turkey walk in the room right now. He said, Flame on, hold my hand down the street. You got him?
If I'm in this country, I
In your
probably
no,
no.
in your
I ain't holding
block,
hands.
What
I
nigga,
the
in
ain't
your
hands
hood,
walking with him.
no,
There
not
you
in this
go.
in
There you
your
country.
go,
hood.
Flame
No,
on.
would you get him?
I ain't
If he's
holding hands
crossing the
walking
street
with him.
and
No,
he says,
I ain't
"Hold my
doing
hand,
that.
cross the street with me," would you get him? Would you? If he says, "Hold my hand, come cross the street with me," would you get him?
So Bud and Turkey was holding hands, walking
No, no,
with each other.
answer my question. Would you grab
You
his
answered
hand if he
mine.
tells you
Where did
to?
y'all see them? They was walking down the street holding hands. Where this happened at?
Bro, I'm saying no. I'm saying
Or they
like
was just
Nuke
hand. They was
said.
holding hands
If
in the
he no
ring.
no no Nuke
No,
said
no, no.
if
Before getting
Turkey
in the ring,
said
they were holding hands.
grab no he said Nuke said if Turkey said to you and cross the street with me, hold my hand, would you do it?
Did Bud cross the street with him and hold his hand?
No, you
You,
Nuke said
Flame
you
No.
on.
Did
said
Bud do
you.
that? So why would you ask me to do it?
No, I'm asking you, would you hold hands with Turkey in the ring right
Because
now?
it's a culture thing, you said.
If
It's
I'm
a
in
culture
his
thing. Would
country
you
and
hold
I'm
That
hands
finna
ain't
with
get
him?
this
culture thing,
fight,
bro.
it's nothing gay about him holding his hand if that's their culture,
Okay,
bro.
that's fine. That's fine with you.
It's
You
not
feel
their
Okay,
comfortable with
culture.
Nuke,
holding his
Nuke,
hand. That's
Nuke.
your business, bro. Everybody's cool with what
Bro,
you cool with.
Hold on, Nuke, bro. I'm being so serious. Like I ain't like trying to talk to nobody but you about this. I literally read this shit. I can screenshot what I read, send it to you. I don't have time to argue
Bro,
with
flame on.
immature ass niggas.
Flame
Hey,
on.
let me answer your
Like I don't
Bro,
question.
got time for
they
that.
Oh my
stone
God,
people
Like
they
Flame
I
on.
stone
understand
gay
what y'all
people
are
to death
My
saying.
man,
in
Flame.
Muslim
Like the shit
countries.
looking funny,
Hey,
but that's
I'm just
their
Bro,
saying.
culture, bro.
they
Okay,
stone
so let's
people
say
to
you
death
get off the
in
plane
Muslim
over there,
countries.
and some pride person comes up to you and be like,
Hey,
that,
let me
"Hey,
answer your
hold my
question.
hand, Flame on,
Hold
because
on,
that's the culture over here,
one second.
baby."
I didn't ask Solidus. Solidus, is this a cash out for Bud? I believe you said that already, right, Solidus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is too huge of a risk. I don't think he can do it. Yeah.
All right, and Solidus, while I got you on the line, Mike Trades has responded to you, and he said, Nuke, that taco community comment that Solidus made is on the live video you did a month ago called Canelo versus Bud Debate. I don't lie, bro, so quit crying racism, Solidus. So it looked like he didn't already pulled your
Somebody go
card,
home.
Solidus.
Nah, I argue with him all the time. He always accused me of being racist. There's no video of
Because
me
you said
saying
it on
that.
live.
Hey,
No, he
No,
said
it
it
could
was a
be
He
he said
got
it was
the
a
if it's
line,
comment that you
bro.
made.
Damn, man, you got
if
something
it's
against
true, pull
Spanish
it up.
people?
Solidus,
Bro, he
as
got
a
the line.
Mexican, I believe you, Solidus. As a
Pull it
Mexican,
up.
I believe you.
He
I
got the
believe
line.
Let
you.
me
Bro,
hear
I'm
it.
not going to go through a 3-hour live. He wouldn't be able to name the live if he didn't know it was you and him going at it.
No, in the comment section, I made the mistake and argued with him in the comment section one day, and ever since then, he keeps calling me racist. But
Look,
I know I didn't say that though.
Solid.
But he's
As of
claiming he got me
X2,
on live. Okay, then
as of
pull it up then.
Solid.
Oh, hold on. Mike says, Nuke, I got the screenshot. Damn.
Okay, pull it up.
As a Mexican,
Put it in there.
Oh,
Put
my
it in the chat. Put
God.
it in the chat.
I was gonna say, as a
But like,
Mexican, I'm with
but yo,
you.
silence.
If he got
But like your boy
if he
Charlo
got
said, I say racist shit all the time. I just don't mean it.
So Mike Crave's gonna send it to my IG real quick, and then we're gonna be able to check this out. And so, Silence, if you want to own it now, we can own it now and just put it behind us. Or you want to deny it, because you're gonna be looking crazy if this shit come out and he send this shit to my IG, bro. You want to just say, look, man, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I
No, if I
apologize. Let's
said
move
it,
on.
if I said it, I'll say I said it. But I did
just
not
man up,
write in
bro.
the
Man
comment
up.
section the taco community.
Okay, Mike,
Man
send
up,
that
bro.
shit
Man
over.
up.
Let me pull up my IG.
I believe you, Solid.
Fucking Nuke.
Follow. He said he didn't say it. No, that's the only one way to find out. It's like a bitch taking you to the clinic. She say, "Hey, mine." I say, "No, this boy look like fucking Preem. We need to DNA test this boy. Let's find out."
It probably
Because
be
I'm
mine
about to
too.
get emotional fucking with this shit.
Hey, Solid.
Oh, he
As a
said, bro,
Yeah.
Mexican,
that was
as a
crazy.
What should have
Mexican,
looked
I
like
believe
mine.
you. I believe you. So don't make me look stupid when I say I believe you, Solid is. As a Mexican, I believe you. So don't make me look stupid if Nuke pulls it up.
Damn, round one. They already got it. Round one. What you drinking there?
Some
I want some of that.
vodka. Some vodka. I'm drinking some vodka, a little bit of tequila with it. You know?
Ooh,
Damn.
man, this guy having a good time over there.
Tequila and vodka.
All I
Hey,
got is this
how y'all
right
feel
here.
about
Look,
Loma retirement,
this is what
man?
we drinking here.
All right.
And crypto, man, you really spoke on everything, bro. You really broke that shit down, bro. I respect your analysis, man.
Thank
You
you.
did a fantastic job, bro. And
Hey, but I'm
it's
still
just
behind
great, bro. You got
Solid.
anything else you
I'm
wanted to
still
add?
behind Solid, so he
I
better
just
go
wanted to add what I want to add. Oh, he brought up Loma. I'm happy that Loma retired, man. What? So they could rob him again like they did for Haney? Come on, man. Loma put
You know,
everything into
fucked
this
up.
sport, and they robbed him of his fucking moment, his crowning moment, for a
Yeah,
guy
Tank
who
was
fucking
waiting for
runs
him.
and hugs.
Tank was waiting for him to turn 39
Oh,
so he could fight him.
and
Bitch ass
that's
Tank.
another thing. They got people saying, "Oh, Loma duck, bro." Tank was supposed to fight this guy.
Oh man, he about to kick the facts.
Damn, he lost service.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's
He
that.
What happened?
Ashley Knuckles is throwing that fucking interrupting shit, one of them electro shits around in the air, yo, that's fucking up the services.
Hold on. Oh man, and one ballers. Oh my god, I can't even
Oh
read
my
this.
god.
Flame Thongs, there it is, baby. Flame Thongs.
Flame Thong's favorite rapper.
Damn,
Oh
man. I gave him
man.
that name. It's over. Flame Thongs is over, bro. That's his name.
If Flame Throng was 78 years old, he loved Liberace.
Oh
Damn,
my
bro.
god.
Damn.
Bro, you guys are ruthless, man.
Leave my man Flame Thong alone. Leave him alone.
They said all that shit sound good, man. Ha
Yo, I
ha.
Egon says Canelo drops Bud in the fourth, then Bud gets on his bike.
Nah, I'd say probably about before. Probably. It wouldn't
I feel
surprise
like
me.
once Canelo drops Bud is gonna be on that back foot. He's gonna do what Bomac told him. You know, he's gonna do what he does, but once he gets dropped, yeah, bro, he's gonna be doing what Bomac told him.
What if
It's
he
gonna
don't
be
get
easier to
dropped?
cut off the ring on Bud because he doesn't move like William Skull. I keep telling
Yeah, he
everybody
doesn't.
that,
That's the
man. That
thing,
ain't
though. He
crazy.
doesn't. Bud is not gonna throw it back. When you see Bud throw it back in the ring, bro, nah, he throw it back
No.
behind Bomac outside the ring. But other than that, he ain't throwing it. He ain't running. He ain't Shakur nothing. So I see him getting dropped by Canelo, bro. That's gonna happen, bro. Trust me.
I can't wait till he touch that chinny chin chin. My, they gonna start seeing unicorns.
Bro, that's what
Watch.
I'm saying.
Egon
Canelo got
said
the chin,
Bud
and these
Crawford
people,
at
when
168 is a
I hate when
tomato
they say
can.
that.
And then Flame on. I didn't get this one from you, Flame. Flame on says salute Nuke and everybody on the panel. I ain't been on because of the fatal fury was booty butt cheeks, which it
Man.
was. 100% agree. 100%
But
agree.
that
Domo
ain't no
gun.
reason to be absent.
But I'm saying,
For
like,
real,
I
you should have been
haven't
on here
been
talking
really into
shit.
boxing
Should
since
have been
that
here
shit,
talking shit like
since
everybody else.
Tank and that Fatal Fury shit. Like, I just
Well,
ain't
it
been
was
into that
horrible.
shit.
Bro,
Yeah.
that fatal fuckery, bro. Thank God I watch a lot of fights. So I was watching like Muay Thai fights, and I was like, thank God I slept good, had good dreams and shit. So y'all boxing, man, y'all was probably pissed off and shit, sleeping pissed and shit. I was sleeping like a baby.
And the Scull fight, I was pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. And I had UFC after that, so the UFC washed off that Skull shit. So we had good knockouts and shit right there. So
Yeah,
And
it took Inoue to save that boxing weekend, bro. That's
yeah, he
that's
did.
fucking
Thank
crazy.
God though. Thank God that whole top rank card did good, bro. That really did good to me. I love that shit.
then that bullshit Keyshawn pulled too. All this
All
fuckery
right,
been
see,
going on.
Keyshawn, bro. Keyshawn is a dumbass. If
He let
everybody,
me down, bro.
He
Keyshawn is
let
a
me down
dumb.
too,
No,
bro.
no,
He let me
Keyshawn is
down
a
too.
dumbass, bro. You gonna go scrap to somebody because you saw him beat up your little brother, bro? So you gonna go
That
do that
hey,
shit
you
in
know
front of
that's the
him?
guy that got that decision overturned with the weed shit.
Man,
That's
I'm
the
just
same dude.
that. Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's the one that he beat, and then they made it a no contest.
Oh, okay, but
And that,
still,
and
bro,
then the
like,
fucked up
god
thing, that
damn,
dude
bro,
ain't
like
been in the ring in 2 years,
that dude
and he
just got
moved
in a
up.
fight, bro, and you over there, you didn't even fight. You overweight. You over there. You probably had a big neck before you fucking went and stepped foot in the arena.
He
The
he
fuck,
thought
man.
he thought Santos was gonna take that fight still. And then the fucked up thing too,
No,
bro.
that's the thing
A
though.
lot
Some
of
people
them,
might. Some people gonna take the money. They still get paid, but they don't have to fight.
like even at the weigh-in, you can see how bigger he is than Santos. No Diddy, like that shit ain't fair, bro. They need to fight at
Bro,
the
he was
fucking.
smiling, bro. You saw that smile? That was like an evil villain smile, a Disney villain smile, bro. Like he already knew. And he even said it too. He knew the day before the weigh-in that he wasn't gonna make weight. So you knew the night before you weren't gonna make weight and you still went, bro. Like that's
So
crazy.
that means that you wasted everybody's time, you wasted everybody's money. Bob Arum ain't too happy about that shit. I'm sure, bro. That was just a whole waste right there, man. That fight was
Yeah,
just
bro.
something that
He
was
said that
expected.
shit. He
It was
said
a
he
whole.
Oh yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No. Go ahead, bro.
Well, nah, I was just saying, but it was a complete disappointment, bro. I actually was fucking looking for Keyshawn to do some good shit. I was expecting him to go for greatness, bro. And dog, you fucking missed. You basically came in 140. Like you were about
Yeah,
to
bro.
fight a
And,
fight at
and he was
140 instead of
bitching about the
135.
last fight or his other fight.
And then,
The
bro, and
other
I heard him on the
fight.
interview I heard him on the interview. What he said? He said that he don't want to unify. Why? Because he doesn't feel like he should be paying them sanction fees. He's already paying sanction fees for one belt, so he didn't want to pay for another one. And he also said that he didn't want to go for the IBF because of that fucking 10-pound rehydration cap.
Yeah,
But the
no,
thing is,
exactly, bro.
but the thing is that if you're unifying, that actually doesn't apply. That rehydration cap don't apply if you're actually unifying belts.
Yeah, you could push for it, but you know it's not gonna, you don't. Yeah, but that's the thing
Yo,
too, because
yo,
it's like
and
go ahead.
Clavo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like just like what you said, bro. Like this dude wasted everyone's time, wasted like the sanction bodies, all that bullshit. But it's like these are the same type of this new generation is the same will do that shit, but expect
Yeah,
$30 million for their fight. Like, bro,
yeah,
you just fucked
exactly, bro.
everybody, and
No, but
you
how
want
many how
30
many
million.
tickets were refunded? There was a lot,
Exactly.
bro. A lot of tickets were refunded because he wasn't fighting. So
I'm
there
just
was a
saying,
lot
like
of people there, bro.
that's where they fuck everything up. Like
I mean, look.
they come from the
I mean,
fucking generation where everybody gets a participation trophy, and it shouldn't be that way.
yeah. I mean, look. We already got let down by that other younger generation with Ryan, with Tank, with Haney, with T.O. They already let us down already.
For
I was
real,
hoping for
bro.
fucking Keyshawn, Richardson Hitchens, Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for all these other guys to come up to fucking change it up, to get
Well,
rid of the time of the
Hitchens and
fucking Mayweather
Mason's
wannabes.
well, Hitchens and Mason still in it. It's Keyshawn. I told everybody he was moving real weird to me for a minute there. Because he would have really got the Andy Cruz smoke a long time ago if he was really the guy he was saying he was. He didn't want it. So he kind of showed me who it was.
Yo, what do y'all think about Kosei Tanaka? He had to retire, man. Four division world title, bro, man. He had
You
to retire.
serious?
Yeah, Kosei Tanaka, he retired because of like I guess repeatedly eye injuries,
All
bro.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That
So
shit's
we had
sad, but
so we lost Loma and we lost Kosei, man.
Man, I still gotta go watch
Cose's
that fight with Puma,
29.
man.
For real. Yeah, bro.
That
Yeah,
nigga was young, bro. He was just hitting his prime. That's
Duh, he's
crazy,
29. He's
bro.
29
Oh,
years old.
29, bro. He's hitting his prime, and he's that is crazy, bro. And this is
yo,
Dana Crawford was
Dana
fighting him,
White.
bro.
He
I
said,
always get the I always get Kosei and Kasuto confused, man. I always get them.
Oh, you took Kazuto Ioka?
Yeah, I always get for the names. I always get the names confused.
Yeah,
or
because
whatever,
you got
man.
Oprah here, Oprah there, Oprah Winfrey, Oprah this, Oprah that. Everybody's all over it.
Yeah.
He said he was losing his vision, so I
Hey, what do
respect
you
That's
it.
think?
fucked up.
Hey,
That's
I'm gonna try
fucked
to change.
up.
I'm gonna try to change this up. What the
Yeah, his
hell
tires are
do you
getting
think
fucked
about
up.
Dana White doing the
Oh,
fucking
hey,
Netflix streaming?
hey, let me tell you, because I'm a fight fan, and already. Let me tell you something you guys gonna like. I need Dana White to pay people like Devin Haney, William Scull, that 10K to show, 10K to win, and maybe if you do something spectacular and wake people up from your bornism and shit, and wake people up from the sleep that the slumber is still in, maybe I'll give you 50K because we need some pay structure and shit. Like look, Turkey's already saying it. He don't want no Tom and Jerry. He don't want no Speedy Gonzalez. He don't want none of that shit. Come on, man.
I
Did
just
you
don't
see
want to
what
see them dudes
Turkey's doing
again.
with Canelo's undercard? He's putting like he wants nothing but like newer fighters coming up. So I think that's a great thing. I like that. I kind of like that idea.
Bro, yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty
Did you
dope.
guys see did you guys see the Turkey, the WBC tourney, bro? The tournaments? There were nothing but new fighters I never heard of, bro. And these guys were they were putting up fights, bro. The tournament, Turkey is gonna look, Dana and Turkey are gonna sign these
That's what I
tournament
was talking
winners of
about. They
some of
got
these
some
guys,
fucking
bro.
new people there.
Bro, that tourney, that shit put the whole Times Square to shame, bro. Like that's crazy. You got people that nobody's putting Devin Haney, people like that to bed, bro, because they're the ones that are gonna they're gonna put the show up, not Haney and shit.
Mr. Park, what's going on?
Let me read this one from Domo real quick. Reminder to all: boxing is what brings out all of these beautiful cultures together. It does. It does.
Yep.
That's why we up here arguing all the time.
Hell yeah.
Carlos, did you have anything to add from everything?
I just want to say, man, shout out to y'all for holding it down. I know I haven't been here these past 2 lives. You know, I got, I had to, do some appointments, get my vision checked. Most people don't get their vision check and they still blinded to see that Buzz. They think Buzz is going to beat Canelo. So
hold up.
Oh shit.
Hold up. And Mike Rodriguez has been in contact with me, man, and
man, what's the result?
It's the result. So Mike Rodriguez sent me the information, and the result is Solidus, you are the pappy. You said that shit, bro.
Oh, you talking about Mike Trade?
Yeah. Solid, you said that shit, bro. You said I think the taco community is even more biased.
Damn, you made me feel stupid, Solid. A Mexican feeling stupid. Bro,
I told you round one. I told you round one. Don't do that shit, bro.
Solid, you still there, my brother?
What the fuck? Oh my.
Damn, bro.
Solid.
So did Solidus really say that shit?
Yeah,
that's
so
what we got. That's what we got to remember.
A short or a video of it if nobody believes. I got the screenshot right here. Somebody left a comment.
As a Mexican that you love, Nuke, you love this Mexican right here. You have to. Come on. I gave you that donut.
Listen,
David
all I got to say is who make better tacos.
Solidus, are you there, my brother?
Oh, Solidus.
Nah, he quiet. He don't want to hear this shit. He don't want to hear it.
Damn, man. I got to defend yourself, Solidus.
I think he went back to. I think he went back
right
to
now.
look
He
see
pulling
if
the
he said that
flame
for real.
thorn move. He's doing the flame thorn move.
Salute to Mike Trades for putting in the work.
Yeah, salute to Mike Trey. I'm gonna have to give him a special video, a shout out for this. I seen there's a comment on here where somebody commented on the live about Canelo Alvarez and haters, and then he commented and he said, I think the taco community is even more biased. And so then Mike Trades responded, LOL, taco community. And then so he went on and was like, what are you talking about? So this is really sad that he would put this. And now, come on, Solid, you got to speak to this, my brother. You come on,
man.
bro.
Solidus, I eat tacos too. I eat tacos too, Solidus.
Listen, I make Korean tacos every time Canelo fight. What the fuck you talking about? I'm part of the taco community, pussy.
Every time a woman pull up, I eat that taco. So come on, Solid, come tell me.
Hey, Steel Mills, I'm part of the taco community. Fuck this nigga talking about.
Oh my goodness, Solidus, my brother, where you at?
Nah, right now he's called Silent T. That's what he is.
Make me go get my peppers.
Silent T.
Solid. See, this what we tripping on. Solid is you can't disappear when the facts. I beg you to just.
Hey,
tell
I put oxtails with the beef shoulder.
Someone put out.
That's right,
Amber Alert.
oxtail. That's right.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why we gotta.
Yo,
that's
man,
why
you
we
don't
gotta
know
remember.
nothing about the oxtail. No, I don't know nothing about that.
Well, man, we gotta remember what we be saying up in here, man.
Hold on. I got to read this one from Mike. He says, that's why I don't understand why cry about racism, bro. He says, racist stuff, it is what it is. And, man, just quit crying about racism. And, I mean, really solid. This is a body bag, bro. Like, you can't bring up all this stuff, and then you calling people taco community, bro. You looking crazy.
Exactly.
You the pappy, bro. You the pappy.
That's a lot of hypocrite energy coming from Solidus.
And
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say something that I always say. Y'all know y'all ready for it. Y'all already know y'all ready for it. Solidus T, you a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, damn, man. Bro, Solidus, you getting
what's up?
Back to back.
Solidus.
Hey, why you call me a bitch?
About time, get on the fucking phone, bro. We talking to you.
No, why you calling me a bitch?
Come on, man.
You got exposed.
Come on, Solidus. I'm right here. You made me feel like I voted for Trump because I got your back. Now, how you gonna tell me? Come on.
Nah, what's up with homie calling me a bitch though? Out of the blue.
Whoa. We ain't gonna compare Solidus to motherfucking Trump. We ain't gonna do no disrespectful shit like that. Trump's actually that nigga for real.
Oh man, this is getting out of control. Hold on, Solidus. We got the receipts back. And you are on there a month ago talking about I think the taco community is even more biased.
You are the father.
I said what?
You said I think the taco community is even more biased. That was your response to a comment in the comment section.
Damn.
Bro, I ain't say no shit like that.
I had
bro,
your back.
I got the receipt in front of me, bro.
That's a bitch move, bro.
I had your back.
Bro, I wouldn't lie on you, bro. I'll make a video. I really don't want to have to make a video about it and drop it, but you did say it, bro. Just go ahead and just own it, and we can move on from it, bro.
Admit your fault.
I got a question for Steel Mills and Clavo.
Hold up, what's up with homie calling me a bitch though?
Hold on, just address.
I don't let people play with me like that.
Hold on. You can respond to that. Let's just settle this first. Can you just own this one and we can move on that you fucked up and just said something you should have said, my brother? Can we just do that?
I don't recall calling Mexicans taco community.
I know, but you did. I got the receipt in front of me, bro. So can we just own it and say, look, you don't recall?
I said Mexicans are the taco community. That's what it's saying. I said
this your exact words. I think the taco community is even more biased. Who is the taco community?
No, is there any way you can post it on your profile like Mirage does with that David Benavidez
shit? That shit got me hot.
Solidus, I'm gonna need you to own this, my brother.
You got your fingerprints all over it. We got you.
Solidus, just own it. We move on, and it's not a big deal. And then you can address Preem or whatever you need to do. But that's.
No, I'm just gonna call him a bitch for calling me a bitch. I don't do that. I don't know who you're playing with. I don't do that.
All the shit that we spoke on the panel, you heard that. That's the only thing you heard. Come on, man. Listen to what we said.
Nah, I walked back in the room when you said it, so I caught that. But I don't let people play with me like that.
I think you
I
was
know this
listening
some
to
internet
everything.
shit, but I don't do that.
Silent T, let's go, Silent T.
Like I said, in regard to the taco community comment, I don't remember writing that.
Come on, but you did, bro.
Come on,
no.
Man, just
if I said it, I would say I said it, but I don't remember writing
it. Is there any way you can post it on your profile?
It's gonna be really small. He's not gonna be able to see it. I mean, I'll make a community post of it right now, but still, even then, it's like Solidus. Just own it, bro. Like we don't need to go through all this. Just own it. I got the evidence.
I look stupid. Solidus. You made me feel.
And it says my name calling somebody a taco community.
Correct.
I'm a stupid ass Mexican.
Yes, my brother.
Solidus. I had your back.
This is why we all hyped up over here. I feel like you're disrespecting the Latino community.
You might have just fucked up, had a bad day, whatever. You know, you went home, kicked your dog. I don't know.
Round one is a real one.
He said, "Kick the dog."
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hey, y'all, look in the live chat at what Mirage is saying about this shit, man.
Hey, you probably got triggered. Someone said something about Haney, man.
I got a question for you, Still.
What up?
Listen, so I heard some clown on my way back to the crib talking about that Bud don't got he got more skills than what Floyd and Bivol got, and he got different sets of arsenals and
What?
shit that he got.
That was
I
Flame
don't know what's
Thong.
that was Flame Thong that said that.
Damn.
So
Flame Thong.
So I'm asking the quote. I'm like, what the fuck does Bud do better than Bivol and Floyd?
Hey, I got a question to you.
Man, this is getting ugly.
Shit, I got a question to you.
I know what he does. His braids look better. That's all. His braids look better.
Name me one Hall of Famer, but defeated.
Damn.
It ain't Errol Spence, according to Bud.
Shit, name me a time that Bud defended his undisputed at 140 and 147.
Damn.
Neither one.
Man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, man. Bud is one of them dudes. Nah, he ain't got the names on his resume.
He gets the pass, I guess.
He don't got the names on his resume or nothing like that. But Bud is one of them dudes who can fight in any era. You dig? And it's unfortunate that he just it's unfortunate he had to come into prominence in this era right here. But what people are doing is, just what's the word I'm looking for? Where you live in the moment, recency bias. So they'll, I'm seeing, I've had conversations with people saying Bud a knockout Manny Pacquiao, he knocked out Floyd Mayweather, I think it's ridiculous, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that he can win them fights at 147 pounds. But he's not about to knock out no Manny Pacquiao, no Floyd. It's not. These is all, if they fought, these is all 50-50 to 60, or not even 60-40, 50-50 to 55-45 type of fights. If he fought them in there, like I think that highly of Bud, bro. But people are they are blowing the shit out of proportion because of what he did to Spence, and in the process disregarding how he looked against Madrimov. I just need people to come down off of the that fentanyl that they taking and just breathe.
Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I bring up who did Bud defended and is undisputed is because I'm talking about greatness. Right now, Inoue is in his route to surpass Canelo's 4 defenses of undisputed in September against MJ. So he will break Canelo's record of 4 with 5. That's
MJ's
greatness.
not easy. Carlos, MJ's not easy.
Hey, it's not easy, but I gotta give him his props. If he breaks Canelo's record of defending undisputed 4 times with 5, that's tough. Who has done that? Not even Yusuke.
Nobody. But that's a hard. Listen, that's a hard pill to swallow. MJ's not a pushover, man. That's
hot take. MJ might beat in a way, dog.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be interesting.
Y'all think he's gonna beat Inoue?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. But he's very vulnerable in the pocket. Not very vulnerable, but he is vulnerable in the pocket, bro.
Let me tell you something.
Damn.
I still got Inoue winning. For the record. I still got Inoue winning.
Y'all seen Nakatani did to that dude's eye? Man, Nakatani can punch. Nakatani can punch. But hey, I don't know about him going up at 126 and fight Rafael Espinosa.
Hold on. Let me interrupt you guys to say this one thing real quick. JXV88 says, Bud said, I don't need to knock out Canelo to win. And then Turki said, what? Say what? Hold on. I don't know if that's what Turki really said. I don't know if this was really an interaction or really saying, but man, I'm telling you, that don't look right. That don't look right.
I got a feeling this is gonna upset Turki, man, at the end.
They asked Bud. They asked not Bud. They asked this guy Spence, who you think is gonna win between Canelo and Bud? He was like, well, Canelo sub. I'm gonna have to go with Bud after what he did to my face. After he fucked me up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Bud against Canelo. Dumbass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Bud is not gonna win, bro. I said my take. Bud isn't gonna hurt Canelo. Canelo's gonna hurt Bud. We're gonna see if Bud is gonna fight like Bud does, he's gonna get dropped with Canelo, bro.
I'm gonna tell you guys something real quick before I read this comment. Is that I think on the night of the fight, no matter what the result is, I think there's going to be a massive meltdown.
Yes,
all throughout boxing. Like it's going to be something that you can't believe.
Bro, the
and I'm gonna
LGBTQ
tell
gonna
you
be
how.
like, see why
Hold on, hold on.
Canelo? Why is he fighting little guys?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. If Bud wins, I can almost guarantee you my channel's gonna be flooded. Talking about Nuke, you a bitch, you a bitch. Put that burrito in your ass, and all this is gonna be that, and it's gonna be flooded. And I
Oh my
accept that
God.
because that's hold on. I accept that as part of boxing. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I know they're gonna personally insult me, but that's what happens. That's boxing. I'm not gonna bitch about it. If Canelo wins, it's gonna be, and I hate to say this, it's gonna be a Deontay Wilder type of meltdown from that fan base over there.
Hey, listen, it's just gonna be us on the box. Nobody else is gonna get on.
Hey,
Everybody's gonna
Luke.
run for cover.
The comments, they're gonna be crazy. I remember. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Champ Side Boxing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that dude. So Champ
No.
Side Boxing, maybe about a year and a half ago, 2 years
Yeah, I
ago,
remember
some
him.
shit like that.
Trump side.
Yeah, Chump Side. He used to follow me and was like, let's do content, whatever. And then I started putting out these different Canelo videos. He was like, wait, what? You fucking with them? Nah. Click. And he blocked
Oh
me
my
and got rid of me on
God.
all that shit. I was like, it's
Chum
like that?
bucket. That's
Man.
not even Chump side. That's Chum bucket. That's the plankton shit. Motherfucker, we the fucking crusty
My
crab.
man
That's
said
the Chum
plankton,
bucket.
chum bucket.
Hey,
Motherfucker.
what's your take?
Oh my
What's
God.
your take when they revealed the poster and then the poster is the exact same title
Same thing
of
as Floyd Mayweather, like
yeah,
and Canelo.
Mayweather.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that don't make sense to me. But that also lets you know there's they don't do their research, or unless that was intentional and they just
Nah, that's
did it.
Dana White, man. That's
No,
Dana White did that shit. He's the one
no,
doing that shit.
no. Wait, what? Floyd and what? Floyd and what? Versus who?
Canelo.
Canelo.
Oh,
It
that's
was the
what it
same thing,
was?
side by side, half and half.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know, but maybe because if it's like at the end of the day, you got to look at it. It was the two best. Canelo was one of the best. Nobody. I said it. Like one day he's gonna fight Floyd. I didn't know it was gonna be that early, but he was one of the dudes, and that's what it kind of was. And then look, it's a guy coming up to Canelo now in fucking Bud, so it kind of makes sense if you look at it that Bud is coming up for Canelo, trying to take that. But I don't see it. He's gonna take it.
It's just a completely different fight. I don't think it
Yeah,
makes sense.
one thing for sure. One thing for sure.
Boxing
This
fans are
fight.
hating on me. They be hating. All these boxing fans be like, "What the fuck is Dana White?" And I'm like, "Look, bro, Dana White's doing his shit. Let him do his boxing shit. Before that, I got
pass that
people
around.
laughing at me. That
Damn, pass that shit.
Yeah, you good, Park?
Yo, pass that shit.
Park,
Yo,
you good, bro? Share that shit.
Yo, pass that shit around, yo.
To you, I thought I passed it to my brother. What the fuck, Clavo?
Shit.
What you
I'm gonna tell you that if Canelo beat Bud Crawford, I'm gonna go on my merch shop and I'm gonna add the Canelo shirts. On our
Canelo
party.
shirts.
man.
The Canelo shirts. I want one of those Canelo shirts.
Hey, one thing for sure, this fight is totally different when Canelo faced Floyd Mayweather. This ain't no cash weight. This ain't no green Canelo.
Yeah, for real.
This is Canelo in his prime and his best weight.
Outstrike 30 says, who had a better defense, prime for prime, Sweet Pea or Prime Tony? I'm gonna say Sweet Pea for me personally. I don't think anybody matches him. I don't know who you got, Mills, on this one. Prime for prime, Sweet Pea or Dang
Shit, man. I'm gonna have to go Sweet Pea.
Who's that? All right.
That's Mills. Hold on. Let's go to you, Clavo, first until Mills figure that out. Clavo,
Shit, my eardrums about bleeding.
Yeah, well, I mean, we really can't make a comparison. Sweet Pea was a pure boxer. James Toney was more of an inside mid-range fighter. But yeah, Sweet Pea defensively was a whole lot better. Yes, he was.
Hold on. We have to come back to this. My brother Punch Drunk Boxing says, my brother Saludos, Aladdin and Dana White tried to sabotage Canelo last year. Canelo versus the Machine. Canelo going to put Bud in the ER around this bitch.
I told you.
No.
Damn.
That's true.
Talk to Punch Drunk as a UFC fighter, as a UFC fan. Fuck you, Punch Drunk. What did Turki, instead of putting his name Riyadh season, because he was hating on Canelo. He was hating on my boy Canelo because he wasn't holding his hand. So tell me why he didn't give Dana White money. They didn't get paid money. Dana did all that shit before all that shit happened. So Punch, get on this shit and tell me what the fuck you talking about, bro. Dana didn't get no money. He didn't get paid from Turki. Turki just put Riyadh season, slapped the sticker, and that was it. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Salute to Punch Drunk Boxing, but I think my boy got some smoke for you, Punch. If you want to get it in, the link is there, my brother. And Punch, my brother Punch Drunk says Turkey's a snake in the chat. My brother Punch also goes on to say
no, you know why he's a snake? Because he didn't put Tio. He didn't bring Tio because he's a Punch. Stop getting on your knees and giving Tio that hawk tour. That's fucking embarrassing.
Hold on, my brother. Let me read this one. He said the only Bud beats Canelo is if he's swimming in the cream with Victor Conte and shooting snacks up his butt cheeks. Damn, my brother Punch is going in. Punch, you more than welcome on the platform anytime, man. Man, I'm fucking with you, Punch. I'm fucking with you, man. My brother over here does not like Punch. He willing, and I'm sure the whole panel would love to talk to Punch Drunk. So, hey, Punch,
bro,
if you want to click
I low key want to ask him a question about the.
Be hating on me because I'm a UFC fan, and they be like, you know what? Don't give a fuck. Let UFC take over because we don't want to see fucking that Tom and Jerry shit. We don't
and Punch, we do want to hear your Turkey impression too, Punch. If you got a Turkey impression, we definitely want to hear that shit.
That shit's funny as shit.
That shit funny as fuck.
Yeah, you gotta sing Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights. I got the music. I'll play that shit.
Good, bro. Like I want to. You believe that Tio about to sign with the PBC? I don't know.
Yes. Already.
Hold on. I got two more. Mrs. Mirage says IBFP. I caught Mr. Mirage on another live begging for views and subscribers. Damn, you really out there like that, Mirage? Mirage, pull up. Where you at?
Damn. My name is Mirage. I'm out there flipping my ass.
He says Domo says somebody on the live has COPD laughing my ass off. That's fucked up. Oh man, Punch Drunk, where you at, my brother? Oh man, this is a crazy.
Vente, Punch, oye, Punch, montate para que hable con tigre este.
So boys, I'm gonna sign out, boys. Have a good one. Be good.
Hey, see you, Edgar.
All right, salute. Punch is at a bar. He said he got loud music, can't get through. We'll welcome Punch on the next time he's in there, man. Cosmic Creation says Nuke release those Canelo merch shirts. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna get in the lab and get those right, man.
Wait, where's Punch at? He's ducking me. He's ducking me. Where's Punch? He's not ducking me, is he, Nuke?
Yeah.
Well, the round one, I can't co-sign that, my brother. I cannot co-sign that, my brother. I can't co-sign that.
Oh my God, I just feel like that's a duck. I be talking all that shit and they be disappearing. They be disappearing, bro. Come on.
Y'all don't know.
Like Frank Martin. Where's Frank Martin at? We haven't seen his ass.
So Tio signing the PBC? Who said that?
I seen a picture of Tio Fimo with a hat of the PBC. So
yeah, I think he signed with PBC, bro.
Brother. That's my brother.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
It's a little Punch Drunk.
Punch. You got balls.
Punch Drunk.
Man, we need that impression.
He said, hold on. He said, hold on a minute.
He said 5 minutes. He said 5 minutes.
Okay.
He need a drink.
Oh, he had a party.
Oh, man. He ain't bullshit today.
Don't get me warmed up, buddies. Don't get me warmed up.
Yo, that fucking bar looks like a precinct. Where you at, bro? I gotta go over there.
Okay, look, guys. I'm walking out the bar just to chop it up. You see my drinks is there. I don't know if they're going to put some roofies on me. And the ladies going to rate me.
Punch. I need that impression. Man. I need that Turkey impression, man.
This motherfucker. Canelo Alvarez. I shamed him to fight William Scull, the bitch runner. I would not want Devin Haney ever in Riha season.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Punch Drunk, you gotta sing Arabian Nights from Disney, bro, from Aladdin.
Arabian Nights, like Arabian Turkey with his Jesus Christ chancletas. Turkey out shake with his Jesus Christ chancletas with his grandmother gown.
Oh man, bro.
This is the reason why I don't even want it's not when I say they got the fixes in. It's because we all know that Turkey never liked Canelo. Turkey shaming Canelo
at the beginning. Yeah.
Let's not forget that this man ain't for boxing like that. He on a power trip. I've been saying this since day one. We all know that the most lucrative night in boxing in this side of the pond is Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day. He tried to sabotage our sport. He tried to sabotage the face of boxing last year.
Tell me how.
Let me explain. I just said that in boxing in this side of the pond, Canelo Alvarez is the only one that's creating revenue for boxing.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that's creating revenue in this side of the pond for boxing.
So
Now
how's he fucking
there's
it
other
up?
promoters that's giving money away, but a lot of promoters is losing money. This is why there is no more networks in America featuring boxing. The only one that was actually creating revenue is Canelo Alvarez and a little bit Gervonta Tank Davis, because of course his niche fan base does pay his bills. But this man in the most lucrative in the past decade of boxing, Mexican Independence Week has been the most lucrative day week in the sport of boxing. This guy tried to use the UFC, use the Sphere.
How? He just put a sticker up because
Man,
he's
I'm
wealthy.
explaining it to
Other
you.
than
Usted
that,
no entiende, maldito estúpido, eh? You don't fucking
¿qué pasa,
understand?
compa? ¿Qué pasa, compa? ¿Qué
I don't
pasa,
give a fuck about the
compa?
UFC. I give a fuck about boxing, motherfucker.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But
Punch,
you
you feeling
twisting his
good, ain't you?
words.
Punch feeling
Always feeling
good.
great. Feeling great. Don't roofie my
Salty
shit.
right now.
Hey,
So what I'm
you
saying, is he tried to sabotage the face of boxing in the most lucrative day in the sport of boxing. He tried to compete with the sport of boxing.
hey
You know what I'm saying?
Punch.
Yeah,
By
Punch,
putting
Ese
a
tipo
but
una
sticker up.
we
culebra.
knew
By
that
putting a
wasn't gonna
sticker
work,
up.
right? We knew that wasn't gonna work.
How? But by putting a sticker up, and we knew as a fan that Spear shit wasn't gonna work. And even if Sean O'Malley
What's
and
up around
that
my
shit
mic?
was, as a UFC fan, I wasn't digging into that.
He
So how was
said,
that
didn't
gonna
you
work?
remember? You don't remember the tweet where he said that you're scared of David Benavidez and you're scared of Bud Crawford?
Yep. That's
Oh
facts.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
facts.
facts.
You don't remember when he said, I don't give a damn if he respects me or not? Come
Yep.
on, man. He
That's
ain't like no
facts.
damn Canelo Alvarez. He's shaming Canelo Alvarez. That's why hey, yo, go out there and fight William Scull. They ain't give a fuck
But
about William
look,
Scull.
that's why no. He didn't fight William Scott. You know why? Because he didn't want to fight a nobody who could run. See, that Turkey had to get on his knee to Canelo for the Bud fight, and had to get on his other knee for the
He's
other
not
Bud
getting on
to
his
get.
knees.
Nah, he's not.
He's just throwing the
He's
money.
throwing the
He's not getting
bills.
on
Yup,
his
He's
it's the
knees.
throwing the
money, brother.
bills.
Hey Punch
Yeah.
Drunk. So you think it's the same thing you think they trying to sabotage Tio the same way? In a way?
I'm not sure if they're trying to sabotage Tio. I feel like, Tio did say things that he probably should have never said publicly, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not like Turkey disrespected Tio, but I don't think that Turkey ever wanted to fight with Devin Haney, because Teofimo Lopez was supposed to make $11.5 million versus Jerome Boots Ennis, and then Jerome Boots Ennis declined, and then Devin Haney was on the table, but they was trying to give him $5.5 million. That means that Turkey didn't really look at Devin Haney as a high profile fighter, because why would you cut his pay in half
True.
if he already signed a fight for $11 million?
Facts. That's facts.
That's true.
But
That's
like
Yeah,
true. I
but
wouldn't
that's
spend
true
that
though.
much
what
on
I've
But
Haney
that's
noticed,
anyway.
where he brings
what
it
I've
in.
noticed though,
I wouldn't
Tio
spend $2
always
million
getting the
on
short
Haney.
end of the stick. And the Fatal Fury, he's the one that got paid the less, and he was the reigning champion, and he was the one selling that fight. So
And he
it
put
seems
on the
like to
best
me,
performance.
and the best performance,
The best
exactly.
performance that
Yeah.
night.
The other ones shit the bed.
They all
So
So
it's
the
did.
like,
fan in me is saying, yo, beat the crap out of Devin Haney. Fuck that shit. Take the money or whatever. But in all actuality, it's like, yo, he'll be like, yo, but Punch, I signed a fucking 3-fight deal. I'm supposed to get $11 million. I'm supposed to get X amount of dollars in the third fight in February 2026. If I take this money in my second fight, then he ain't gonna give me the type of money that he was supposed to give me in my third fight. So in the end of the day, it's business, and I understand. See, I'm cool with Tio, and I remember with the Lomachenko, I told them when he was supposed to get $3 million, Top Rank says no. You got you. They changed the offer, and they was giving him $1 million to fight Lomachenko. And he wanted to pull out. And I'm like, yo, man, don't worry. You beat Lomachenko. That shit is going to come, tenfold. I was trying to give him some Bible scriptures and shit like that. I was like, don't thug. Don't thug. Just take the man. Don't just take the damn fight. And so he's like telling me, Punch, yo, behind the scene, yo, you've been telling me since day one. So am I going to keep on going through the same shit where I sign for something and then they try to give me something less? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when am I going to put my foot down? So I respect that as well.
hey, Punch Drunk. And we being honest, Tio got more options than Haney. Tio can have a unification with Richardson Hitchens at the New York.
Oh hell
And
yeah!
Tio can fight Brian Norman Jr. at 147 because the WBO allows you to fight the champion of the next weight class. So if we looking at it like that, Tio got more options than Devin Haney. Right now, who's gonna fight Devin Haney?
I just wanted him to beat Devin Haney up. That's what it was.
The one I want, who's gonna fight Devin Haney is Bill Haney.
That'll be a boring ass fight, bro.
Undercard. Devin Haney versus Tio.
It would, Turkey on shake. I would not put no Tom and Jerry, motherfuckers. No more Tom and Jerry. No more chasing.
Punch. When's my brother Demetrius Andre coming back, man? We really should get Andrade versus Charlo.
He don't want Speedy Gonzalez.
Hey, why y'all get on my guy? Why y'all get on my guy?
This is honest. I need Andrade versus Charlo. Plan loss. Give us Andrade Charlo. Plan loss. This is Andrade's moment. Give it to him.
That's what I'm tell him my BFP.
Come on, man.
Can we have you, Punch?
Give us Andrade Lara, bro.
Hey yo,
I'm gonna
tell y'all a quick story. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. Fucking
in the amateurs.
Boo Boo was like, hey yo, Punch. Man, who the fuck is this IBFP guy? I said, he's on you, huh? He's on you.
My bad, Punch.
He's like, man, yo, what the fuck is up with him, bro? And yo, and he don't pay attention to no fucking YouTube or nothing and shit like that. He's like, he never get the benefit of the doubt, so he don't fucking pay attention to nobody. So I'm like, who's the fuck this IBFP guy? I said, oh man, he getting on you, bro. He getting on.
Yeah, I knew he didn't like me when he said, "Get the fuck out of here, man."
But that's why I'm cool with him because I could joke with him like he feels like that's the funniest shit. Like he be laughing at that Canelo Alvarez shit. Like he like that shit. So
that's good.
But he's gonna be back probably August or late or early September.
I hope they give him a big fight, Punch. I hope they give him a big fight. He went and fought Benavidez. A lot of guys didn't want to take the fight. They got to give him something to reward that. He's been waiting. Like, give him some. I feel like the Charlo fight should have been perfect, but fuck it. Let's get him back in the ring.
First off, before David Benavidez, he was going to be in negotiations with David Morrell, and then Samson pulled out that he's not ready for Demetrius Andre.
Damn.
Before the David Benavidez. And then he was on negotiations with Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo pulled out because of the mental whatever. Kalen Plant wanted a tune-up. And then they gave him that David Benavidez, like that, take it or leave it. That's the only thing we got on the table. But also David Benavidez, that's the only thing he got on the table as well. So he said, fuck it, I'll take it.
Hey, Punch, who other than Canelo Alvarez, who else is the biggest star at 168?
Canelo.
Other than Canelo.
No, he's right.
Nobody's a star.
He's right.
Nobody.
I think if you match, there's no star at 168, and like Billy is not a star. I don't even think that motherfucker. Nobody knows him in France.
Not even.
So not Billy, not Pacheco.
I don't even feel like Diego. I like Diego Pacheco, but I don't think they're promoting him.
Yeah, no.
He's not getting publicity. I don't think he's. I don't think he's the greatest.
He's not a star yet, bro.
I mean, Munguia might have a shot, but man, he still got a lot to do.
And what you think about Berlanga after July 12th? Not even.
I mean, but see, the thing with Berlanga, I could respect the marketing with Berlanga. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I could say him. You know. In terms of culture, in terms of support, you know what I'm saying? People rock with him. You know what I'm saying? People rock with him.
Yeah, you're right. No one comes close, man. Right now, no one comes close. Player was talking about IQ and he got beat by Resendez. So it's like they not doing their work on the side. You know what I mean?
Stomped out fucking Kalen Plant. I told y'all that shit already. And he'll stomp out Bud Crawford too. Stomp his ass out too.
Hey, I'm selling my bike. Who wants to buy my bike, man? I'm gonna put that shit on eBay.
You ain't even come out with that shit, bro. Eso no es tuyo, loco. Oye, eso no es tuyo, muchacho diablo. Tú estás loco.
Eso es mío que tú estás. Mira.
Déjame ver, préndelo.
Eso es mío.
Porque,
Que,
oye, préndelo. Yo no quiero comprar
mira,
nada caliente,
ahí
loco.
mismito, mira. Tengo mi cocaína ahí.
Ah, pues está bien, porque yo no quiero comprar nada jodido. Tigre está loco.
Hey, I'm more of a Hayabusa guy, so you know.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good, man. Well, I got Canelo, so that's it on Bud all day, every day.
That's an easy pick. That's easy. That's easy pick, cause man, they got that motherfucker scared, all iced out. Now want him to fight. The only thing about this fight is let's be honest. Canelo and Bud Crawford last performance was their probably worst performance in their prime.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's very
This shouldn't even be a
It's just the
fight.
opponents they had, you know. Bud had a
who got their ass
walk, and Canelo had a runner in Scull, bro. That's why.
I think to be honest, bro, nobody really talk about Canelo Alvarez's adversity. You know what I'm saying? The biggest story in boxing in the last fucking 15 years has been swept under the rug. No, can you imagine you fighting when they kidnap your brother and you gotta fight for the
And that's
ransom
what I'm
money?
saying, bro. And then
That's
you
crazy.
give Carlo mental health because his baby mama.
Real talk.
They have swept the biggest story in boxing under the rug, and that's why I think that Canelo Alvarez is stone cold.
You talking about before the Rocky Fielding fight, right?
Yeah,
He had to fight to get his brother back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
he had
remember
to
that.
fight
Had
for
to
his
fight
brother
to get
back.
his brother back, bro. That's the biggest fucking story swept under the rug.
Yep.
Nobody talks about that shit.
Yeah, that
Nobody,
shit
not
crazy.
Solid as T, not anybody, not Ashley Knuckles,
Oh man.
stupid ass
Now
Mirage,
Now
these
Playboy.
fucking wedding crashers
But I
that
tell you
come on
like
here.
this, motherfucker, Turkey that shake. You may have power in Saudi Arabia, but we got the cartel, motherfucker. The cartel.
The cartel gonna play.
But yeah, man.
Well, está bien, brother. Hey, I'm out of here, my peoples. Love y'all, man. Be safe.
Hey, yo, me
the next
too,
one.
man. Shout out
Listen,
to
I got
IBFP. Shout out to everybody, man. My drink is already getting cold. The ice has
that shit's
melted.
watered down, bro.
I hope you don't put no roofies in your shit, bro.
Go subscribe to Punch Drunk Boxing. Shout out Demetrius Andre. It's all love, my brother. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Salute. Peace.
Salute.
Take care. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.